San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, Jeremy Shohan has a brand new team. He's a New York Knick. He signed with the Knicks yesterday. ESPN NBA insider Sam Sharani reports there were 10 teams interested in Shohan following his release on Wednesday. Well, we've reached the official midpoint of the NBA season. It's now time for the All-Star break. The Spurs are represented well. De'Aaron Fox is an injury replacement for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He joins Victor Wembanyama for the Sunday All-Star Game Marathon, where Mitch Johnson will be coaching. Also competing this weekend will be Stephen Castle and Dylan Harper, tonight's Rising Stars Challenge, and Carter Bryant will be in the dunk contest tomorrow. You can catch it all right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Happy Friday! Good morning, everybody. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in. Welcome to the party, pal. AJ Hoffman, that's me, your affable host.
Oh, the camera's right.
Oh, hey.
Look at that.
What's going on? Oh.
No, the height of the camera's good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not cutting him off.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Oh, you too, Rob.
And look at that. There's
Hey.
Rob Thompson. Good
My
morning,
camera's
Robert.
always
Good
perfect.
morning,
Hey,
Robert.
good morning, all. We made it all.
Your camera's not always perfect,
My
but
camera is always perfect.
you always make it look
I just
perfect.
brighten it up. I brighten it up for you.
And there on the other side, Victor Brown.
Over here, hold on.
Good
Look.
morning, Victor.
You won't hear nothing.
Vic is in there. Vic is in there. Why can't we keep you in a box like in the corner of our thing all the time?
I don't know.
Make a note to Halen. I want you to be like a
I'll figure it
picture in
out.
picture.
I don't
Yeah.
think Vic wants that.
Well,
I can put it like right here on the box.
There's too many ladies out there that are on the run. That are
That's
chasing
true.
him.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the
torta ice.
witness protection plan.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of tortas are after me.
That's right. That's right.
You're in the right place at the right time.
That is right, baby. How are we doing, everybody? We've made it to the end of the week. Look at us.
I made it. I'm sad today. My Olympic dreams are being foiled by falls and
What happened?
Well, we had our snowboard girl. She fell.
Who's
we
that?
were robbed of an ice dancing gold.
Wait a
by
minute.
By the freaking French.
Okay, who's the girl that fell?
Nellie Kim.
Nellie Kim.
Is that her name? Nellie Kim. Chloe Kim.
Chloe Kim.
Chloe Kim.
Holy Kim?
Kim. What
Chloe
are the Kims?
Kim, who is the
What's her name?
Kim.
she's the
Chloe Kim.
the very tiny gal who is dating Myles Garrett. Is
Who
that
is
right?
so much better than all the other snowboarders. She just
Really?
couldn't stick one move, and she ended up with a silver. But she would have been.
she got still. That's good.
I know, but she would have been a
Oh.
3-time gold. She would have been with the flying tomato level of stardom and greatness in the snowboard world, and fell and ended up with a silver. And then our ice dancers, Chalky and Baloney, whatever their names are, were robbed by the French judge, the French ended up getting the gold in the judging. Now, keep in mind, I've been watching Olympics for a long time. I've seen this happen many, many times.
Okay.
The French judge destroyed our ice dancing crew with their score. Now, of the total of the judges, I believe there are 9. 5 judges had them with an easy gold medal. But because she was one of the ones that voted so poorly, it knocked us down to silver. And it was robbery.
Can't trust the French.
It says here-
Those frogs,
You can't trust the French.
those terrible frogs, they stole our gold.
It
We're going to
says
inflict Snoop. I'm going to tell Snoop he's going to bring his brothers to some hardcore.
yeah.
They're going to get medieval.
so. Here's what happened with
Hardcore pipe hitting.
Here's what happened with that. French figure skaters Laurence Fournier-Boudry and Guillaume Cizeron.
It's not their fault, but they shouldn't be the gold winners.
They won gold over Madison Chalk and Evan Bates.
Chalk and Bates.
Chalk
That's
and
it.
Bates. They lost out on gold by 1.43 points. But and it does say the French were very good as well. Like we
were better.
They were they skated beautifully.
Yeah.
But there are some people saying that they got robbed.
They did.
And here's why.
Not some. Me.
Although apparently this is a big thing.
Yes, we were robbed.
The Americans had a lower total score than the French in the free skate. 5 of the 9 individual judges preferred Chalk and Bates to Fournier and Cicerone.
As I was saying.
Of those 9 judges, 8 gave the Americans a score that exceeded 130 points.
But one, the frog,
Jezebel Dubois.
Yes.
Dubois?
Dubois.
Dubois.
You say?
And Dubois gave the French couple 137.45, 7.71 more points than she gave Chalk and Bates. Sacre bleu. Now, here's the question, though. Well, and now I remember a time when didn't you throw out the high and the low score?
They don't do that anymore.
When did they stop doing that?
I don't
In
know.
the 70s?
You asked like I only play a ice dancing fan on the radio.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't paid attention to this, so I assume they don't do that anymore because I do recall that you threw out the high and the low, and we went on from there.
You know, there's a website called skatingscores.com that there's a national bias-o-meter on this website.
Oh, good. Okay.
And
I would like to know who's behind this website because I think that might matter.
Of the 2026 Olympic ice dancing judge, 8 of the 9 judges displayed various degrees of scoring bias in favor of skaters from their home country.
Yeah.
The only country who didn't
Was who, us?
Finland.
I don't know if I would be proud of them or
I'm
not.
guessing Finland probably came in last place.
Yeah,
so,
it's like, did you vote for
yourself?
yourself?
I don't know, but yeah. So apparently, and there's been a time before in 2018, Huang Feng, who was the Chinese judge in 2018, got suspended for a year from being a judge because she was favoring the Chinese skaters.
And this is nothing new. This is part of the Olympic Games. But that I woke this morning upset on my Olympic marathoning. It was not a good day.
I'm sorry.
It was not a good day.
That is terrible, terrible thing. It was a great day. I thought I watched one Olympic event, and it was a great success.
But that was mid-afternoon. It tailed off. You know, I mean, I watched us just destroy the Latvia, the Latvians.
Belt to ass for Latvia.
Well, you know, it was 1-1. So there was a little bit of sweat. But,
they sweated for a minute.
Well, it was really 2-1. They took one off.
Oh, it should have been 3-1. They took 2 off.
It was actually 2-0, and then it was 1-1 is what it would have been.
They took 2 goals away.
Right. So it was an ass whipping, but
and then
tailed off.
They started like the Latvian coach, like after every goal was looking like, can we challenge this one? Like we got 2 of them taken back. Can we get this one? And they were like, no, this is actually good. When Brady Nelson scored the second goal, he pointed at the goal like that one's good.
This one, count this, count this. So
like that?
Like that? We're on a collision course with the Canadians.
I hope so. I hope so
because they looked equally dominant yesterday.
They were very good as well. I love international hockey. It's so fun. I think even you and Jimmy were talking about, like, even if you're not a everyday hockey
because
fan,
it's not
a better
NHL
game.
hockey. It's an easier watch because it's not as fast. It's not as violent. It's more about the game. It's typical of the international versions of the sport. So because they have to normalize it amongst countries. So you go back to the most basic of the rules and you go that way. So it's easier to follow along, at least for me anyway.
The Finns and the Swedes are playing right now as we speak. They had
to get up early.
I know.
That's not fair to them.
This was one of my most anticipated matchups. Of course, we can't watch it here in the studio for some reason. We don't have.
We have to have the Peacock app.
I think you can go I think it's on USA.
That's also on the Peacock app.
That's the only way to get it?
You have to. NBC has bought the franchise to the Olympics, so the only way to participate in that is to view one of the channels of which they deliver.
Right, so but do we not have is USA not on over-the-air TV anymore, or cable TV?
They might have it, but I know that most of the broadcasts you have to have Peacock specific to the app.
That's garbage,
or get
man.
the NBC over-the-air feed.
All we can get is cross-country skiing.
I don't want that. That's
See,
the
that's the
worst
USA.
sport.
Oh,
That's the dumbest sport in
dude.
all of the Olympics.
It's I saw.
All you're doing is just skiing on flat ground.
Well, they were like
all day.
What was the comedian? Let's you know what we should do? Let's make it a sport. You know that time when you put your skis on and you're trying to get to the lift?
Yes.
Let's make that a sport.
That's what they're doing. I don't
Let's
like
do
that.
Let's run awkwardly on skis.
I don't
And
like that.
then let's make it even better. Let's shoot.
Well, no,
Let's
these guys,
carry a gun.
these ones don't even shoot.
Well, I
these are
know.
just only one athlete. They're not biathletes.
Now I did watch a fair amount of this yesterday. It's hard. Their finish line on the cross country skis is on an uphill climb.
I get it. It's tough, but it's not. It just sucks to watch. Who wants to watch that?
It's crazy. Why would you finish like that? Even the marathon, you finish and going downhill. I mean, they give you a chance to get some momentum. In cross country skiing, they make the finish line at the top of the hill.
Yeah, we can't make it easy on these.
That's something.
Because listen. You got the dumbest sport. We got to give us some reason to enjoy it at the end. Let's see you hurt.
Well, I think if you end up a cross country skier, is because you failed at every other Nordic.
I think
sport.
so too.
You're like, well, you know what? See how long you can.
I mean, you're just good
go
at
see how far you can go. Now.
Yeah, you're probably a kid who got in trouble a lot. And
You can't go downhill. You can't slide. You're not good on a sled. You're not good on skates. Here, take these. These and just go run. Good, good luck. Come back.
I'm sure when you played basketball, every once in a while you heard like run lines, Thompson. I got plenty of take a lap, Hoffman. I'm sure
mine was more grab some wood, bub.
Oh, if you grew up, if you went to high school in Norway, they're like,
grab some poles.
Take a lap with the poles and go ski around campus.
Yeah, go get those broken skis and go run across the parking lot. Go and then come back and I'll tell you how fast you were.
I'm distraught right now that at a time when we needed something to really bring America together. You know, America right now is a nation that is broken in many ways, and international competitions can bring us together.
We're trying. I'm unified in my hatred of the French judge. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, but the problem is right now we got to start stacking some dubs.
We do. We're down on the gold. You know, and I expect that. We're not Nordic people, but we have enough Nordic people that
we got enough
that we should overwhelm, and especially there's no Ruskies.
No,
we got no Ruskies.
There is some, but they're not competing playing, as a team. There's some in individual sports with no flag.
Their flag, but we don't have the unified Ruskies to aim at, and we don't have the East Germans that are roided out of their brains, and we're still getting hammered. So, I expect a little bit more.
Yeah, we have we have the same amount of gold medals as Germany, Sweden, and Switzerland, but we're behind Italy and Norway, who's in the lead with 7 gold medals. We only have 4. We got to get it together.
Well, we haven't gotten our money sports going yet.
What are our money sports?
I don't know, brother. I don't know. I thought it was skating. We got robbed.
No, like China and Japan have combined. Japan has 2. China has 0. We have like the figure skating awards. That's who we're fighting with. Yeah. It's not there's no Norwegian girls that are winning this.
No, it's the Asian perimeter, and that's pretty much it as far as the individual skating.
We got to come up with a way to win some golds. We got to invent some sports. We need to do something different.
Well, when Lindsey Vonn blew out her knee, there went one.
She wasn't going to win anyway.
I think pre-game we thought she had a
torn
shot.
ACL, Rob.
And then Breezy.
Yeah.
Didn't she trip up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she get one?
No, I think she's one of the ones that got it.
So she got one.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't gotten our long track skating. I think we got some opportunity there. I think we got some numbers.
Okay. Well, I hope you're right. We got to get this together.
I know.
We need some gold medals to unify us.
I feel like we should dominate the snowboarding. I feel like that's kind of ours.
That's ours.
when I see other countries win that, I'm like, and that's ours. Didn't we do this?
I ain't gonna lie. The one thing America is good at is we need to up the medal count. I know. Let's make up a sport.
And we have made up sports. And the downhill crossboarding or whatever they're doing, that's a made-up sport. But I thought they made it up in our favor.
That's what I'm saying.
We're good at this.
Like in the Summer Olympics, now when there's skateboarding in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
If we don't win, I'm like, oh, my God.
Speaking of events that they're just manufacturing. So they've got a new one that was yesterday. It was tag team luging.
What's that?
It's like a relay?
So you had You had a single man, a single woman, and then the duels. Now, they didn't have a man on top of a woman, which that would have been the key and most exciting of the luge events. So the first one would go down, and it was like the dude alone went first. And when they get to the bottom of the hill, there's a big kind of like bell that they hit the bing, and then the other team comes down. It's like
a relay race.
4 in a row.
Did we do well at it?
No, not at all. But we've never been good at that. But see, we're manufacturing events, and I think this one was stacked against us.
Yeah,
because we're
I'll
not good
compete
at it.
in the grass cutting event.
Dude, you don't even have grass anymore, Vic.
That's why we're
that can't be a winter Olympic sport. That's only a summer sport.
Still.
And we're having it in L.A., so there's going to be a competition.
Oh, see? I'm pretty good with an edger.
Yeah, see?
I'm telling you.
The problem is, and given the current political
Not
situation,
stereotypical.
we've
really
exported
am.
all of our good maintenance folks to other countries. It's going to be a battle.
I
Man.
know. I mean,
I don't trust the locals on this one. That's L.A. though.
They're not sending their best. They're sending their worst.
That's L.A. though.
We got guys who can't operate a gas blower. Can you believe it? Believe me. They say, oh, the battery op works just fine. Oh, imagine someone shows up at your house with a battery-operated blower. It's going to take them all day. They're charging you twice as much.
In my neighborhood, you have to have battery operated.
in your neighborhood?
Yeah, in the district, the little neighborhood behind our house, they have a rule. I'm not kidding.
What are they going to say to you?
Well, I'm just saying.
Your neighborhood, you live like on a.
Well, we have a neighborhood app, and the neighborhood that I abut against, they can't have gas-powered blowers.
Well, that's not your problem. You don't pay HOA fees there.
No, I'm just saying.
If I were
that
you, I'd stand on their property line.
Invite me over. I got 2 of them.
Yeah, in that neighborhood, but you have to have air-powered or gonna have to go, sir.
You can't blow your lawn here.
Not here, sir. Not the gas-powered anyway.
Yeah. Is this the America our grandparents fought for?
The
I can't
HOA
have a gas blower?
The HOA you have is the HOA you deserve.
Man,
Oh, I don't have an
I will say
HOA,
that.
obviously.
you deserve nothing.
I don't get
Well,
nothing.
you're a lot better off.
I think
than
I'm the
some,
only one.
trust me.
I think I'm the only one here who has to deal with an HOA.
HOA's all right.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't
nightmare.
put up with it. Dude.
I mean, I don't mind it. I don't want riffraff running around. I don't want people with yards looking like Vicks. Like,
Hey.
just saying. if your yard was in my neighborhood, you'd get a notice, and they'd be like, "Hey, man, you better get some grass growing out here. Something's going on."
But
to
don't
kick you
use
out.
water.
Oh, yeah.
You can't use water, but
Don't
you
use
better
water.
Figure it out.
Don't
Find
use
another
water,
way.
but make it green.
That's right. Figure it out. Yeah, it's it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift there's plenty of times I bitch about the HOA, but also like when Rob's outside doing pool maintenance, I don't have to do that. They just show up at my neighborhood and do pool maintenance.
Sweet.
Yeah.
My guy's in Guatemala now.
Guatemala. Oh, is he? Did he get deported?
I guess. I don't know.
Damn.
Man.
Well,
See?
They're
You're
not.
gonna find
They're not
somebody
sending their best.
All right. Let's take a break. We've got plenty to talk about. We're going to talk Olympics nonstop.
Did you see Topich play for OKC last night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does the Full Metal Jacket come to mind?
Yes.
Are you afraid to give him a gun or a mop in a bathroom late at night?
You're not allowed to poke fun. He had chemotherapy. He's
That dude looked like he recently took a life.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that shock therapy was in his recent past.
he looks like he's
Yikes, man! Nikola Topich. Ah, look at him.
What's that movie where with Edward Norton where he's the Nazi?
Oh, the American X.
American History X. Yeah, that's what he looked like. He looked like he's in that.
Dude, you.
But
There's
again,
blood.
he's a cancer survivor. He can't.
I know, man. That was not a good look.
Well,
put on a headband. Do something.
do something. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Bald guys with headbands are the worst. I hate that look. Like, that's Alex Caruso's move.
Oh,
that
yeah.
didn't work out.
And
for
plus,
him
they're
either, did it?
teammates. We can't have them both with that same look. Like that'd be.
Look weird.
Yeah. Hey, how about a wig?
Dude, that is a scary basketball team, man.
Yeah.
They roll up to the club. You got Chet at 9 feet tall, and these two bald dudes walk.
And Chet, 9 feet tall.
Hey, man, the Munsters just walked in. The Adams family's here at the club.
And Chet's dressed like he's the star of a black exploitation film. And
yeah, man. Get in the back, Chet. Get down. Get back.
they call me the Hammer.
Trying to
The
pick
soul,
up.
the soul Hammer, Chet Holmgren.
Go sit in the corner. I'm not on your team. Get back. Chet leaning over.
We can't get any service. Why? Because Chet's
Look
over
at him,
here.
dude, he's scaring the bartender. You rang.
All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday as you head into your early morning commute. No major incidents going on right now. Traffic flowing freely along 35 northbound O'Connor to Schertz Parkway, and no delay southbound 35 FM 3009 on down to Weidner. Now, we do have that ongoing road work downtown, so heads up on 35 lower level northbound between I-10 to just before the 35 upper lower level split. If you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Audible. It's time to take care of you. Who better to help you than the top voices in well-being on Audible? Kickstart your well-being journey with your first audiobook free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/wellbeing.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
There's a 3-year-old girl named Audrey who has already pretty much got the vocal chops to be a metal singer.
I'm gonna sing right now.
Wow. Do you like metal, JD?
I do, actually. Depends on, I like Metallica. My car's made of it.
Let's get some metal. The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge, and Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like if I need a replacement part.
Sure, we can help with that.
Ah, nice. Hey, I just entered this online contest for coolest bike in the world. You think maybe you could vote for me?
Actually, we just do insurance, not popularity contests.
Yeah, I know. But what's your email? I'll just send you the link real quick. You can vote like 100 times a day. They'll never know.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
So what I'm hearing is there's a little bit of wiggle room.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Dude, imagine not loving this. Been a long time since I rock and roll. Ba-dun-dun-dun.
Oh,
Greatest rock and roll band of all time.
They're almost as good as you two. If they'd have put out one
God,
more
imagine
record,
thinking
they were
that.
peaking. They were peaking.
God.
I'm not saying they couldn't have been.
Oh, God. Lonely, 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 lonely time. I'm caffeinated today.
You still got half a bucket.
Man, that's a lot,
dude.
Yeah, I got the wrong size.
That's gonna move mountains.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to nap today.
That's something's gonna happen before that.
I said, you know what, man? I'm gonna be a good guy and stop by and get some coffee for the crew today. And
thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I was at a stoplight, and I was like, oh, I better put my order in now so I can just get it fast. And I put my order in, or I went to, and I remember the last time that I ordered, I said, oh, I can just hit repeat order. You know, or I know what Rob likes to drink.
Yeah. And I get the same thing.
I know. Rob and Vic always have the same order. And I was like, whatever I had, I'll just have that again. And because I change mine up every once in a while, but generally, like I get, I like some cold brew.
So what does TI stand for?
I don't know.
Chocolate cream cold brew is what I get, but it's the TI chocolate.
I don't know.
It's a good order. I never have ordered this for myself. I would order just a chocolate cream cold brew.
Yeah, that's all you got to get. Yeah.
It's delicious.
But you guys both like to get the tall, which is the small.
What?
Yeah, that's the smallest one they make.
Yeah, but that's called a tall?
It's called a tall. Yeah. Then
do you see the irony in what we're talking about here?
It's so dumb. Starbucks tall is the smallest. Grande, you think that'd be large, right? Nope, that's medium. Venti is the large.
Oh.
Yeah, because Venti means 20 in Italiano. I know that because
it's kind of like
I'm very exotic.
You're international.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Royale with cheese.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I flew to Denmark once, but I sat in coach. It just wasn't the same kind of.
Poor bastard. Yeah. My God, you admit that on air.
I know, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They didn't. I mean, it was like one meal on the whole flight.
That's awful.
Crazy, and you didn't have a choice. Like it was just what they brought you. But there is another option when you go with the cold coffee called Trenta, which is 30 in Italiano.
And what do you have here?
That's a Trenta. And normally I only get this if I'm team no sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a bucket of coffee, man.
And Rob pretty much nailed it when I walked in with it. He's like, "Whoa,
you must have played.
Last night," but I didn't. But the last time that I did order coffee, I had played poker all night and I needed some boost, so I went the big. So now I've got more than is necessary.
So the thing is, you'd think that we were a highly caffeinated crew in here, and we're not.
Not really.
We don't do a lot.
No.
We're not. We don't. You drink more coffee than the two of us combined.
I would drink more coffee if the coffee here wasn't rubbish.
See, I just don't. Coffee, I get on the. This is the grande. This is the grande.
That's the tall.
The tall. The tall is the perfect size for me. Any more than this, I wouldn't.
Yeah, if this place had decent coffee, I would drink way more coffee. But the coffee here is garbage. Like I don't know what's like. I don't know if it's the machine or the water or what, but it's terrible, terrible coffee here. I can't deal with it.
It's Keurig coffee. I mean,
yeah, but it doesn't taste like I don't know. I'm a little bitch about coffee. I like good coffee. I don't like bad coffee. I'd rather have no coffee than bad coffee.
That's kind of how they've been the rule around here for a minute. We used to have a coffee service back in the good old days that would bring in.
That sounds
fresh,
amazing.
And it was
no,
fresh.
we had coffee beans, and it would grind.
They would grind, and we had the
it.
pots. They would come in and have the pots ready for us every morning. Glory days. And there's like 3 different flavors.
I like it when we have celebrity guests show up in that Alamo Lounge.
Oh,
and they bring in real coffee.
Stuff, yeah.
That's the time. I'm like over there twice a show. Oh yeah, let me just a little sip.
You got any more tacos? Coffee.
But yeah, I got more coffee than I needed today. So
Speaking of the last time,
I drink energy drinks after my nap sometimes. Like I'll wake up from my nap, and then I know, especially if I'm going out, I got to pop an energy drink.
Well, I have 5-hour energy loaded.
So you are semi-caffeinated.
Well, yeah, I'm not. But you'll notice I don't do the heavy one. I just do the OG.
I thought that's because your wife was cheap and only would buy you the regular.
The other one has too much
$1
caffeine.
cheaper, right?
Yeah, like, I remember the first time Rob was like, I don't know, she got me regular strength.
Well,
like, what about the black one?
Then I realized that's better for me.
Oh, I'm sure.
As far as I don't have that nervous tick in the 4th hour if I do the.
I hate that.
That's what I'm looking for, baby.
No, man. I don't like the heart palpitations. I can do without that.
I can't do that.
So I find this, I don't go with the high test. I go with the regular.
See, sometimes every once in a while, like when I'm at the end of a pre-workout. I don't know if do you ever take pre-workout?
No.
Okay. Vic, when you were working out,
I didn't know that was a highly caffeinated substance. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Did you ever take pre-workout?
No, I can't.
My kids did.
Yeah, the kidney thing.
So like, it comes with a scoop, and the scoop is like.
Oh wait.
The scoop's it's the right size.
Like this.
It's kind of like that.
That's protein. If you take that size of a scoop, you'll die.
Or you won't poop for a week.
So the scoop in the pre-workout is really tiny. It's like it's about that big around, about that you fit maybe like I don't know, half an ounce of liquid in it, like if that, maybe not even that.
All right.
But sometimes that scoop, when you get to the bottom of the pre-workout, it's hard to get the last of it out. So
what do you do?
What I do is I'll fill the container
out of it.
Fill the container with water, swish it around, and drink that.
Oh, is this creatine?
It's sometimes there's creatine in it, but but sometimes there's like maybe
some closer tranquilizer.
There's closer to 2 scoops in it sometimes when you're at that point than there is 1 scoop, and 2 scoops is too much. And then
that's when you start getting the. Yeah, see, I can't do that.
No.
Back in the day when you could buy the gas station ephedrine pills.
Oh yeah,
jeez,
dude. Back in the 80s and 90s, just about anything went at the gas station.
They were yellow and black stripes.
These were these little white pills that came like 6 in this little foil packet. That
really?
Oh God,
I don't remember that.
I'm sure they were illegal for years, but they would. If you had a long overnight drive,
keep you chunking, baby.
That was one step away from crank.
Well, hey. All right, let's take a break. You mentioned. The return of Nikola Topic. We'll talk about that last night. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday as you head into your early morning commute. No major incidents going on right now. Traffic flowing freely along 35 northbound O'Connor to Schertz Parkway, and no delay southbound 35 FM 3009 on down to Weidner. Now we do have that ongoing road work downtown, so heads up on 35 lower level northbound between I-10 to just before the 35 upper lower level split. If you guys see something we're not talking about, do call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score major deals on top brands at Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Find your dream mattress today. Their sleep experts are highly trained to find the right one to fit your unique needs. They make sleep easy.
For decades, Rudy's Barbecue has been serving San Antonio incredible barbecue. They've also been a legacy community champion, and now is no different. Every time you visit Rudy's Barbecue, you're invited to make a $10 donation to the Puppy Food Bank, and Rudy's will give you $15 in free barbecue on your next visit. So head on over to Rudy's Barbecue for a great meal and help the Puppy Food Bank support pet rescue shelters at the same time. This Rudy's Barbecue offer is a doggone good deal.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old.
She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're on the road again, this time the Roo Pub.
Getting you ready for All-Star Weekend and Valentine's Weekend, and we got some great prizes to give away.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets, but you gotta be there to register to win.
The Blitz starts at 2. We'll see you at the Roo.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What is this?
Duran,
Duran, baby.
God. Sometimes Vic knows the music I like, and then he knows the music that I'm going to hate.
And Rob likes this.
This
See,
is,
I gotta.
You know,
cater
this
to both
music
of
is
you.
the reason you're here.
No, it's not. No, there's no way.
I'm telling you.
No.
Everybody, all these haters out there go, yeah, that music sucks. Well, that's the reason you're here.
My
young
dad,
man.
my dad would have rather whacked it than listen to Duran Duran.
This has nothing to do with your dad.
My mom, my mom. You think my mom appreciated Duran Duran?
I don't know,
Are you
man.
crazy?
I'm just saying.
Hey, it was a different time.
It was a different time.
No, my mom wasn't into Duran Duran. I
The
can
rotary phone
guarantee
days.
you. Guarantee you, my mom.
There's lots of things your mom has done you won't want to think about.
You know what? My mom, listen.
None of us want to think about.
My mom ain't shy about what she's done.
Okay.
I don't think.
I believe
early 80s.
she's outspoken.
You're allowed. There's special exemptions in the early 80s.
I don't think she did.
We were trying to find our way back then.
Yeah, you were trying to find. Yeah, my mom would have found her way, and it wasn't the Duran Duran way.
A lot of us out there.
Yeah.
It's either that or she was, or ABBA.
You mentioned Nikola Topic returning last night. We called it. The Bucks actually beat the Thunder outright. The Thunder were favored by like 12.5 points. That was crazy.
I didn't see anything but highlights. But I saw first quarter score, and Bucks got out fast and never looked back.
Yeah, I saw when they said that Topic was going to play. I tuned in for a little while. I wanted to see what he looked like. He didn't start, but there was this was another game where the Thunder didn't have Shea and didn't have Jalen Williams. I'm not sure. Like I don't know if he's back hurt or it was just like a rest night or what they decided to do with him. But he wasn't playing. Good Jalen Williams. You know, so Jalen Williams played. Jalen with an I.
Yeah,
he
the
played,
other one.
but the good Jalen Williams didn't play. But they brought in Topic off the bench, and he looked rusty. He turned the ball over a couple times. I say that like I've seen him play a whole bunch. I haven't, other than highlights.
He's a natural basketball player. So he's a rhythm guy. He's not going to out-athlete you. He's going to out-think you. So it's going to take a minute for him to get there. But be very afraid of Nikola Topic, a fully functioning Topic, by the end of the year, because the weight that he will take off of Shea Gilgeous as far as ball usage, that Shea can just become a scorer and not an initiator. And it will open up an offense that they've quite frankly not had. And then you throw in the ability to kick to some shooters that they hadn't had previously too. So I think that this is kind of a trial and error period over the next couple of weeks, and they're going to get beat like this as Topic finds his way in and they get everybody healthy. But be very afraid of this Oklahoma City team. They are going to be, when all functioning, significantly better than they were when this season began, when we were forecasting 70
wins, yeah.
And they're going to be more talented than that.
Yeah, I mean, if you had told me they would have lost 7 home games by now, I would have thought you were out of your mind. But here they sit at 42-14. It's weird watching them play though, because when Shea and Jalen Williams are out of the game, there's Chet, and then everyone else on the floor is positionless.
Yeah, they're just kind of standing around waiting for somebody to do something.
If you try to think like 90s basketball, like there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5, and then there's a bunch of I don't know what he is. Like when you watch them play, because they move around like that, it's very. I don't want to say it's interesting. It's confusing for me, but it works. I mean, I say it works. They got beat by the crappy Bucks last night.
It doesn't work all the time. It works it's a gadget.
Yeah.
There's times when it's absolutely necessary to have 5 guys that all look alike. But for the most part, you get victimized.
Yeah.
Either mouse in the house down low or you're too slow out on the edge.
And part of it, I mean, it helps to have a elite rim defender, which they do.
Mm-hmm.
And so the
That's
other guys
why
can kind of run around. But Jared, you mentioned them adding other shooters, Jared McCain, and I didn't even realize Buddy Boeheim played for Oklahoma City. Did you know that?
That's a coach's favor.
It's got to be. I mean,
the guy can shoot. I'll give him credit, but
and he didn't play very many minutes. But I didn't realize that he was even on a team. But Caruso was shooting it well last night. They're clearly not as good as they were last year. Right now,
they're more talented right now.
They
when
are
healthy.
I think if and when everything comes together for them healthy, and I'm sure they're looking at it the way most teams do. Like we're trying to be ready for June.
And not a lot of teams can look forward to the possibilities they have. And there's some unique challenges to what they have, because what they had was really effective.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of changing the tires, doing 50 miles an hour, bringing in the most important guy on the court at point guard that's going to really set the tone when he's in and getting him back on the rails. And at the same time, keeping the momentum up and keeping Jalen healthy and keeping Shea in part of the MVP, not conversation, but in part of the MVP play. Keep him at MVP caliber. There's a lot of balls being juggled by Daignault. So this isn't an easy time for them.
We've talked about before, like, what do they do with, like, they've got all these draft picks. How do you work these people in? And they're kind of, I realized it last night because they're going to have about 12 guys that they would like to get double-digit minutes, and that's just not possible when the math doesn't math like that. So,
no,
I don't. So with Topic now in the mix and McCain in the mix,
I think
when Shea and Jalen Williams are there, who's gonna lose these minutes?
I think you're looking. Well, Dort is in for defense, so you figure that matchup he will play according to matchup. According to the dude that whether it's the 1, 2, or 3 that he's the best man-on guy, he'll get minutes. If they're playing a team that's willing to fall back into a zone, you're not going to see a whole lot of Topic, and you're probably not going to see a whole lot of fell out of my brain.
Caruso.
You're probably not going to see a whole lot of him either. That's when you're going to see McCain in, and you're going to see the shooters get a little bit more time. So they're built for this.
But they still have Case and Wallace. They've got to work minutes too.
Well, he's down the list. There's a reason McCain's here.
But he's the one who's been starting.
Well, I know, but there's a reason. There's a difference between being a guy that fills in as a starter and a guy that's a consistent second. And he will fall to third. And then the reason they brought McCain in is to do those things, to be the shooter that, quite frankly, Case and Wallace has been kind of up and down with this year. So he'll play according to the shooting, I think. But he's down on the list as far as needed minutes.
Isaiah Joe.
Another guy down on the list.
Kendrick Williams.
Kendrick provides a little bit more length, I think, to help him play.
Yeah.
But, the good news is that's what championship teams have. The bad news
didn't mention Aaron Wiggins.
And the bad news is they've had to use all these guys because they've been so hurt. So it's a double-edged sword because a lot of these guys are going to sit and watch the playoffs who have really played a lot of minutes to help them get there.
Well, I want to talk a little more hoop on the other side, and then in the 7 o'clock hour, I want to talk about the Spurs, and I want to discuss them a little more in depth because we've reached the All-Star break, Rob, and I want to get thoughts on. I think now grading them on what our preseason expectations for is a silly exercise because obviously they've exceeded everything we could have thought going into the season. So now I want to grade them without the curve. I want to grade them against NBA contenders because there's a lot of people who think that they are actual title contenders. So we'll do that coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I've got an idea for a new bit we need to do.
Okay.
I'm not paying. Like you're at a restaurant.
Okay.
They screw your order up. Just sit there and say, I'm not paying.
What is that? Those are mashed potatoes, sir. I'm not paying.
Right. I'm not paying.
Maybe we should advise people, don't ever try to pull this on like a hooker or a drug dealer.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Texas is leading America again, and John Lujan is a big reason why. Working side by side with Governor Greg Abbott, Representative John Lujan helped bring high-paying jobs home and strengthen Texas's energy dominance. Now, John Lujan is ready to bring the Trump agenda home to Texas. That means fighting for affordability, higher-paying local jobs, and lower federal taxes for working families. It means defending Texas energy, protecting oil and gas jobs from failed liberal policies, and keeping America #1 in energy production. It means securing our border, making President Trump's border policies permanent, crushing the cartels, stopping fentanyl, and ending human trafficking. And it means rebuilding our military. No social experiments, no distractions, just the strongest, toughest fighting force on earth. Conservative John Lujan is the only candidate endorsed by the San Antonio Express News, Texas Alliance for Life, and Governor Greg Abbott. On March 3rd, vote Republican John Lujan for Congress. Abbott, Trump, Lujan, a tough team for Texas.
Political ad paid for by John Lujan for Congress.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open today, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 today through Sunday.
How many points will Wemby score? What about Steph Castle? That's the beauty of playing on Underdog. Jason Minix here from the Blitz. Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Make your picks and win money right now in Texas. And it's easy. You just pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on predicted stats like points, rebounds, steals, assists, more. And with Wemby, it's points, always blocks. With Steph Castle, what about De'Aaron Fox? Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app today. Use promo code STAR to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-216-1635 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-216-1635. That's 800-216-1635. What do you have to lose? Call 800-216-1635. Again, 800-216-1635.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Other NBA news from last night. LeBron James became the oldest player in history to record a triple-double.
He was well rested.
LeBron scored or assisted on the first 23 points of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a...
How old is he, 41, 42?
He is 41 years old. Wow. 41 years, 44 days.
Now, again, he had taken the night off, had a couple of days of rest. He doesn't play back-to-backs. Yeah. And he did it against a Maverick team that might be put out the least talented five in all of the NBA.
This feels like you're like an internet person now. Every time LeBron does something well, people have to like find a way to minimize it.
No,
it's like
on the other side of that, I mean, I heard the best description I've heard of him probably ever was his coach right now. Reddick said, he's been in his prime for 23 years.
Yeah.
And he has been. Now, it's been different things in different ways, but he's never been bad.
No.
Never has he been a bad basketball player. He's always been he's been in his prime for 2 decades.
Like, the fact that he's 41 years old and he's like probably one of the top 20 players in the league.
But my anger at this is, I would have liked to have seen him play the game before when Wemby stepped onto that same court and dismantled another JV team.
Well.
So he sat and watched Wemby do what he did in the first quarter. And then the next game said, well, look what I can do, which I appreciate the one-upsmanship, but it sure would have been nice to see them both go at it at the same time, is what I'm getting at. You rested, and you waited for Wemby to leave town, and then you went to work with your JV team and did exactly what Wemby did the night before while you were sitting and resting.
Yeah, but that was a road game. Now he's at home. It's a little,
so I'm not I just don't want to. If we're going to talk about LeBron in that kind of level, let's understand how he got to this point. And I understand he's over 40 years old, and I don't expect him to do it every night. But when you get a chance to play against a star, because we're not going to get to see this very much, maybe 1 or 2 more times, maybe 3. By the time it's all said and done, I'd like to say we saw LeBron and Wemby go at each other more than 4 or 5 times. You know, when you get the chance, go do it.
I think it's going to be one of those things where I'm sure people would have liked to see Michael and LeBron.
Yes, they'll schedule appropriately. You know the nights you're going to have off. Just maybe you missed the first of a back-to-back and you play the second, not the other way around.
But LeBron says my game's not going anywhere. It's just my body that's going to decide how long am I going to be able to keep playing. And one thing LeBron's done is been able to adjust his game to what his physical limitations are, relative physical limitations. All right, we're going to talk some Spurs on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Audible. It's time to take care of you. Who better to help you than the top voices in well-being on Audible? Kickstart your well-being journey with your first audiobook free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/wellbeing.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a trouble spot on 1604 westbound just before you get to Lock Hill, Selma. Accident, left lane, little bit of a delay from Military Highway. In good shape right now along 35 northbound South Salmona to 90 southwest side of town. On the northeast side at 35 northbound O'Connor to Schertz Parkway, that's looking good. And then southbound 35 FM 3009 on down to Weidner, traffic flowing freely. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, Jeremy Shohan has a brand new team. He's a New York Knick. He signed with the Knicks yesterday. ESPN NBA insider Sam Sharani reports there were 10 teams interested in Shohan following his release on Wednesday. Well, we've reached the official midpoint of the NBA season. It's now time for the All-Star break. The Spurs are represented well. De'Aaron Fox is an injury replacement for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He joins Victor Wembanyama for the Sunday All-Star Game Marathon, where Mitch Johnson will be coaching. Also competing this weekend will be Stephen Castle and Dylan Harper, tonight's Rising Stars Challenge, and Carter Bryant will be in the dunk contest tomorrow. You can catch it all right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:01 on the Morning Huddle. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy Friday. 3-day weekend coming up for the boys here, so we won't see you guys until next Tuesday.
Is school out on Monday? I assume it is.
Yeah. School's out, for my kids, school's out today.
They get Friday and Monday
out? 4-day weekend,
and kids today living the soft life.
Yeah.
It was.
They didn't have that.
Well, it's like a teacher in-service day today, and I think they
you know what today is? It's Rodeo Friday.
I think they just tagged it on.
Well, it's Rodeo Friday. That's
what does that mean, Rodeo Friday?
It's traditional in San Antonio, the first Friday of the rodeo, for schools to be out.
Oh,
so you can
rodeo,
go hit the grounds.
Well, I'm gonna make my first appearance at I'm not gonna go to the concert or whatever. Or the actual ride. I'm going to go to the grounds on Monday. It's been ordained to me that's where I'm going.
It's going to be. I love it. I hit the grounds. I don't have to see the show.
Maybe I'll go get a. Do you think maybe I'll find a good cowboy hat there?
Dude, the shopping by the acre.
I at least need to know what kind of cowboy hat looks good on me. So maybe it'll be a good opportunity for me to try some on.
Well, those dudes will be there to size you and fit you. Yeah, they'll be 50. What's a hat maker called? It's not a haberdasher. But whoever, there'll be 50 hat dudes.
I think they're just called hatters.
They might be hatters.
And some of them are mad.
Some of them are, some of them are.
I'm gonna try to find a.
I guarantee.
I'm gonna try to find a genial hat.
You could go in one
friendly
side. You could come in. You'd go in one side, and you could leave Roy Rogers. You could start on one end.
You can get belt buckles
and leave
or belt
festooned in Western regalia.
I got
from head to toe and everything in between.
I became a real Texan, and here's the irony of it.
What?
I became a real Texan in Seattle last time I was there. There was a guy who had custom belts, and like he was sizing them to people, and you could pick out the pattern you want, and he would cut it, and and so I got a belt made, and it's got it's cherry red, so it matches my Lucchese boots, and it's got sparrows on it. And I had to pick a buckle because it's the kind that you've got to get like a.
I'm not a big buckle dude. I'm more of a latch dude.
Oh, that's
I don't
normally
like
what
big
I've been. The buckle I got is about that big.
Well, that's
it's
about
not,
as big
it's
as
not
I
like
can
a rodeo buckle.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've earned such thing.
But, well, the one I got has, it's got King Kong knocking planes out of the sky.
You had me going on full-on Texan until you had the King
But that's
Kong.
the first belt I've ever had that had one of those buckles.
You had to have the buckle?
Yeah, I've never had a belt like that before.
Yeah.
So now I feel like, damn,
you got to bust out that belt.
Yeah, I'm legit.
The only
now,
problem is
baby.
I enjoy my cowboy boots. I wear them on occasion. Taking them to the rodeo is a big ask. I'm not like you, man. You can like travel in your boots.
Yeah.
I can't. I got about a mile.
Because you haven't broken your boots into where they're comfortable.
No, it's not that. My feet are bad. I've had boots all my life.
I've had 3 foot surgeries. I mean, I get it.
No, but I whatever it is, I got about a mile.
Maybe you're buying the wrong boots.
No, again, across the spectrum over 30 years. I've had every flavor. I've had them made. I've had them low heel, high heel. I've done them all, and nothing. And nothing works, but like I said, well, I mean, the riders.
Yeah, rider.
Oh, like Prince?
I hate those boots, by the way.
I was just trying to find one that felt comfortable. And everybody kept saying, well, you're wearing the wrong boot. So I had them handmade. No, it's just whatever it is. I've got about a mile.
Yeah.
So the one time you want to show and go, you can't. I can't anyway because I start limping around. I look like I'd been riding for a month. I look like I just got off the trail.
Casey says buckles should only be worn or passed down.
One
or passed down.
See, yeah, that's part of me is I never felt like I earned it because I've never done anything remotely even close to rodeoing unless you count riding a mule train down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon or going to a dude ranch in Bandera. Other than that, I'm a real cowboy.
I'm going to
I
wear
have a hat.
How cool would it be if you could wear like a pro wrestling belt to hold your pants up?
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Like a championship.
You used to. Those were hard to come by. Now you can find
That's
one.
a
Now you can
big
find
ass
those.
belt.
Used to, if you had one of those, you were awesome.
Yeah. Boy. All right, let's get into the Spurs, who we won't see again until Thursday. And as it sits, Rob, the Spurs are second in the Western Conference, comfortably second in the Western Conference. They are only 3 games behind Oklahoma City. They are 3.5 games ahead of the third-place Denver Nuggets. I mentioned last hour, I think saying, okay, let's grade the Spurs on our preseason expectations is a waste of time because it's A+. They've exceeded all. I mean, am I wrong on that? Every expectation we had, they've exceeded.
And if we'd even had this discussion 3 weeks ago, it wouldn't be as good a grade as it is now because now we have the addition of Carter Bryant and his addition to the team because he is now becoming a significant role player where 6 weeks ago you didn't see him.
Yeah.
So the Spurs have even turned the page and improved upon a situation that we have already found to be just absolutely, surprising would be the best word for me. I don't think, we expected this eventually, but I don't think we expected it this fast.
Right.
You know?
Amongst the contenders in the Western Conference, and I don't know where I draw the line at contenders.
Yeah, there's 6, 7. I mean, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Amongst the contenders, I would say the only team that's the point I'm getting at is the Spurs have been blessed with better health than most of the other contenders in the West.
Well, and the fact is, the Spurs have not been healthy.
You're right, but they have had less time missed by key players than the other
in some
top tier guys.
Yeah.
The one exception to that might be Minnesota. Minnesota's been, especially compared to the other contenders, relatively healthy. But like Oklahoma City's missed their second best player for most of the season now. The Nuggets have been without either Murray or Jokic for most of the season.
And Shea now out too.
The Rockets started the season without a point guard.
And LeBron and Luka taking turns on the bench.
So the other contenders in the West have had massive chunks of time without key guys. The Spurs had that stretch without Wemby. But for the most part,
and Devin missed a lot of time.
You're right.
And, I mean, it's been one at a time.
But Devin's like their
third.
Is he their third?
Well, when he got hurt the last time, he was shooting. Okay. Remember where he was hitting. So yeah.
So relative to the other top tier teams, they've had good health. But even with that, I mean, and I don't think the Thunder would use health as an excuse because they won all those games with Jalen Williams gone. Like they in fact. did they lose a game the first stretch when he was out? Like because didn't they start like 17-0 or something?
Pretty quick, yeah.
But let's assume that health remains the same for the Spurs. Let's assume they don't have any major injuries down the stretch. Are the Spurs in their current form a championship contender this season?
Yes. Yes.
When did you realize that?
It's been a slow burn, but
because I mean, for a long time you kept saying, no, they're not there yet.
They're not a favorite, but if you're going to tell me, is there a preponderance, a possibility? Absolutely, there is.
Okay,
certainly considering what we've seen, because two things have happened. One,
are they one of the 5 most likely teams in the league to win a title this year?
They're 5th or 6th.
Okay,
they're right there.
Okay,
I mean, look at the numbers, and we're looking at Wemby, at least over the last 10 games. Really start to dominate, not just highlight, but dominate. Yeah. And he's not just dominating 5 minutes anymore. Now the domination has gone from 5 minutes to 12 minutes to now a full freaking quarter of every Wemby you can possibly stand. I mean, from all 3 levels of scoring, all 3 levels of defense, passing, all of that. So we're seeing a growth in maturation and in skill set. We're getting a team that's kind of growing together. Everybody's spent some time off, so everybody's played with everybody now. They're rounded into forms, and now there's no worries about Sohan taking minutes. And Carter Bryant is now doing some things that are filling the gaps that Harrison wasn't for a moment.
Yeah.
So we're getting a lot of things that we didn't have. Can they beat the Nuggets in 7 fully healthy? No, I doubt it. Okay. I mean, they'll give them a good fight. But if you tell them, are they one of the top 5 contenders? I think all the other 4 would say the Spurs are. You know, you ask the rest of the league, they might look at it a different way.
Here's Chris Webber talking about the San Antonio Spurs right now.
When Fox went there last year, I just laughed and talked to Popovich, and, we love you, Pop. But if you remember their team, with the great Tim Duncan and David Robinson, they had height, but what did they have? They had Tony Parker. Why was he special? In a time with Shaquille O'Neal, this guy was at the top of points in the paint.
Yep.
Because of pick and roll and that little hook shot he had. So he put defenses in a terrible situation because he got in the paint and could pass out to shooters like Ginobili and others, right? That's all Fox and these guys are going to do. And I just watched them get better and better and better. And I think they're going to surprise some people with the potential that they have coming together earlier than people thought.
I think right now it's a very popular pick. Right now, I think you know what I mean?
It feels trendy.
I heard Perks say the same thing because, we've won 6 straight, and Wemby is putting up, like I said, not dominating moments, but dominating quarters. And, it's an easy grab, but there's still so far to go. And anybody who hasn't been through the struggle doesn't know what the struggle is. And we haven't been through the struggle. We have not been through the depths of a playoff run where there's now film on you, brother. We know exactly what you're going to do before you do it. We've watched enough film to know when you catch the ball and you look left, we know where you're going.
Yeah.
And there's that, you got to overcome that. And until you've seen it, until you've done it against expert level coaching and play, not average play where you play a guy and they got a little bit of film on you from a couple of weeks ago. These dudes know what your moves are. And that's the thing that I think is so hard to get past. No matter how good you look, you got to look good that much for 5, 6, 7 games. And the young guys it just wears you down.
Well, and the other part of it is as good as they look right now, I think you should have the same concern for the Spurs that you would have for the Detroit Pistons. It looks great right now. We've never seen this in the playoffs. Right. Most of these players have never seen the playoffs. I mean, but not counting Harrison Barnes, who's like losing minutes by the minute, the veteran presence that you brought in was De'Aaron Fox, right. Who came from a place where they never made the playoff. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think they made it twice the whole time he was there. So you do worry about how a team's going to how they'll fare in that situation. And it's to be fair, it's the same. I have those same concerns about Detroit. Like, I don't know. I love what their team looks like right now. Do I trust them in the playoffs? I don't know.
Game 4 in Boston.
Yeah.
Must win, and Boston been there and done that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the crucible. And Spurs haven't been through it, and Denver and Oklahoma City have. So when you ask me do they have a chance? Yeah, they got a chance, but there's two more that have better chances.
The Spurs are 6th favorite in the odds right now. Or no, excuse me, 7th. There are 6 teams ahead of them in the odds to win the NBA title right now. Can you name them?
Well, obviously the two I just named.
Oklahoma City and Denver? Those are the two favorites. Oklahoma City plus 130, Denver plus 450.
Then I'll look east, and I'll put the Knicks and probably the Celtics ahead of the Knicks. But Celtics, Knicks, Cleveland in there too, maybe. And one more Western, I'll say the Rockets?
No. You got most of them right. Cleveland is 12-1. They're the 3rd favorite. Knicks, 13-1. Detroit and Boston are both 15-1.
Okay, I meant Detroit to be in that list.
And then the Spurs are 16-1, and then the next team is the Rockets. You jump to 22-1 there.
Okay.
So people are starting to look at this Spurs team as a legit threat. Here is Kendrick Perkins talking about the Spurs.
To keep trending the way that they're trending, and that's trying to go win the championship. Let me say this. The San Antonio Spurs are legit title contenders. Legit title contenders. They have a young man by the name of Victor Wembanyama who could be the best player against any other matchup in the league in a 7-game series. They have perimeter defense when you talk about Stephon Castle, a veteran like Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, a guy that you could go to in the fourth quarter that's shown that he could be clutch, that went toe-to-toe with Steph Curry. I expect this team to continue to trend in that direction, and I also expect this team to possibly go and get the number 1 spot in the Western Conference, because the only knock that you could have on the Spurs is them not having enough experience. And the only way to cover that and cover for that is have as many playoff games as you possibly can in your home court.
Well said. Exactly.
It is well said. Yeah. And I think my big hope for the Spurs here is, because I don't think whoever they play in the first round at this point is going to give them much of a push, whether it be like
it'll be a play-in team.
It'll be like a Portland or maybe a Phoenix or Golden State. I don't think there's going to be much. I don't think there's going to be much to push the Spurs in a 7-game series. Now, Golden State certainly applies to this, and the Clippers would apply to this. They could be in that same range as teams who have more experience than the Spurs, that maybe those teams could give them more of a push.
Absolutely.
But and maybe it's a good thing if they catch one of those teams. Portland and Phoenix, I don't think would provide much resistance. What I'm hopeful for is the second series, whether it's against Denver or Houston or some team like that, I hope that it goes 7 games. I hope that win or lose, the Spurs get as many possible reps as possible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I want to see them.
Ooh, you wish it. We want to see it. Mitch is going, what? You want me to try to get this to 7 for experience? No, I get what you're saying. Absolutely.
Because I
want them to go through the crucible, and the earlier the better, because it's going to be tough when they get further down the road.
Because I still believe, I still think the Thunder are going to win the NBA title this year. I think if it's not the Thunder, it's going to be the Nuggets. Anybody else will be, I think, a bit of an upset, really.
I think you're right.
But I'm thinking if the Spurs can go through it this year, if the Spurs can play like 10 or 11 playoff games, then I think next year I'm going to feel a lot better about the Spurs when they go up against OKC or Denver. Even this year, I don't think I would like to see them. I think there's a world where they could make it to the Western Conference Finals, where they could, if they beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series, and then they go against the Thunder. I don't think they'd beat them in a 7-game series, but I think even losing in a series against them would be valuable experience, because I think next year, I think, assuming health holds for everybody over this offseason, I think next year the Thunder will be the favorites, and I think the Spurs might be the second favorites to win the NBA title. And now we're talking like, now you're a real contender.
Yeah. Let's just be very careful of where we are. This is just, we're still in the marathon stage.
No, I know.
And I love the trendy pick, and I know that everything's looking good. But you got to be a realist and go, we've got a coach that's never been here before.
Yeah.
And, he's certainly got guidance, and he's got the greatness behind him. But there's He's got to go through his own particular trials and trips. He's got to, I mean, as coaches. And then you got a team that's been on the periphery, but nothing like this before. And then when you get this trendy pick, we're already looking at the Spurs as a target. They're already kind of selling out. But now,
I mean, the fact that Chris Webber and Kendrick Perkins are talking about him on national television kind of lets you know.
But we're still in the honeymoon stage. People are applauding Wemby when he does that. We haven't gotten to the point where when we walk into the building, people are throwing stuff at you.
Yeah.
Like, we're sick and tired of how good you are, and we don't mind if you get undercut and you get taken elbow. Now everybody's looking for you to make a highlight. In about a year and a half, you become the most hated man in the world. You become Michael Jordan when they come to town. We want to see you do good, but I'd just soon see you get locked down.
LeBron has dealt with it.
So let's enjoy this honeymoon stage, because when you get in the playoffs, the crowds aren't quite as friendly to you when you go off for 27 in the first quarter.
Right.
They're not cheering that dunk. They're screaming stuff at you and scheming on how they get you off the court.
Well, it's cute and cuddly now because you're a baby pit bull.
Right.
You're a puppy.
So let's
Once
enjoy
you're a full-grown
this.
pit bull, people are like, oh, I don't want to walk around that guy.
Well, it struck me watching the Laker game how the cheering was as loud for Wemby as it was for the Lakers. And I was thinking, Tim never got that treatment. No, nobody was ever applauding Tim when he went for 20 in the first quarter. They were losing their minds and screaming for timeouts and fouls. So it's going to get harder on Wemby too, because you're not the hero anymore. You become the villain in 29 different stadiums, or 33 soon, I guess, different stadiums.
Well, I want to talk in a minute about what the Spurs have to improve over the next 30 games or whatever they've got left. I guess it's now 28 games maybe. So we'll do that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Well, here we go. We start the spring season. We got winter wounding down, and if you got a ski trip in front of you, where are you going to put your dogs while you are out having fun? Make sure your dogs are having the equal amount of fun. Send them to a resort. Send them to Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit out there on 35, just outside of 1604. It's a hop, skip, and a jump from the airport. Easy in, easy out. They're open when you need them, and you know when your dogs are there, they're being taken care of the way you would. In fact, I'll wager better. Do you have 6,000 square feet of play space? Do you have the padded kennels with the videos and the tuck-in service? You probably have it, but do you do it every day? Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit does. They make sure your dogs play with the right kind of dogs, and if your dog needs a little bit of training or a little bit of grooming, a little pretty up, they've got all that for you too. It is so easy to get to right there on 35 and easy to contact. Write this number down. It's 210-750-1294. Their website is bluebonnetbunkandbiscuit.com. It's time to send your dogs to a place they're absolutely going to love. That's Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit. Trust me, send them there, and I know you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, so you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at sasportstar.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade? That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural, drug-free way.
Using Legsercise made walking painless again.
Legsercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
I have much less swelling and no more tingling.
Call right now and order your very own Legsercise Pro, the new proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Man, nothing gets me going like this song, Rob, because I know.
That and a bucket of cold brew.
It's gone now.
The combination is lethal in some countries.
I finished mine before you finished yours.
Yeah! You can't even tell, can you? So you wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, he's a little hyped up.
Yeah, you mainline that. He was walking around with that bucket of coffee and a tube going to his elbow.
Right, he's walking around with the IV
Looked
bag.
like he was in the hospital. It is Friday. We did it, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I endeavored to watch nearly 100 consecutive hours of our fine Olympic coverage.
Oh, my God. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, you only get this every 4 years.
Yeah, for good reason.
What do you mean good reason? This is awesome.
Yeah.
I got ski racing
Watch
to
people
watch.
fall down the hill.
Nah, Cross came out on Amazon Prime. There's a new one.
Ooh, I like that show. Yeah, I like that.
I've read all the books. So are these out of the books, or do they write some new scripts for those?
I haven't read the books, but
Alex Cross is a good criminal.
Yeah,
I like that.
There's 4 episodes now, so I want to catch up on that. And Fallout, I want to finish that.
I like those Amazon. I like Cross. I like Jack Ryan. And I like one, what's the one where the Reacher? I like Reacher.
Oh, what about the dude with no nose? You don't like Fallout?
Oh, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like shows with guys with no nose.
Come on.
I don't like that. No, I haven't even tried it, honestly. It looks silly to me.
Did you ever play Fallout?
No.
Well, then that's
Yeah,
why you
just looking at it, it doesn't appeal to me. Like I'm like, what the hell is
if
this?
you played Fallout, it got you in the game.
It
And
does have
actually,
Walton Goggins, which is interesting to me. I like him.
Yeah, you know what though? Here's the thing with Walton Goggins. We all thought this cat's just kind of out there enough where we find him interesting, and then we got to know him and go, no, you're not. He flashed out real quick.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he had his little moment, and we all thought this guy could be something. This guy might have a future being one of those characters that you just see pop up in movies. Not a Steve Buscemi quality that you don't know what the role is, but whatever he's doing is perfect. I think Goggins might have hit that flashpoint because. I don't know, man. There's something about him rubs me a funny way.
I love him, man.
Now,
I love him.
As long as he's little brother,
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
But he was Boyd.
I like the way he talks.
Boyd Crowder in Justified.
See, I never watched Justified.
Dude, I can't believe you haven't seen Justified. Is
credit that he
one
was
of
on
the
FX?
It was on FX.
Okay.
It was one of the greatest shows, man. I'm telling you.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
See, I fell into the other FX show that I had missed. It was the four brothers that.
Which one?
The arch criminals in California that like to surf and
I don't like surfing.
Oh,
shows.
wait a minute. Animal Kingdom?
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
See, I missed the entire run of that, and I found it later and thoroughly
Oh, yeah, me
enjoyed
too.
it. So Justified
you told me
might be
about
that at some point where
Justified's worth
that
a
thing
watch.
came and went, and I never knew, and then I fell into it and binged the entire 5 years in 3 weeks.
There's
So
another
it
show.
might happen.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the show Banshee?
See, that's another one I heard of, never watched, came and went.
Oh, it's so great, man. It's only 3 seasons, I think, and it is every episode. It's like it's very intense. There's violence and sex in every episode. It is awesome.
Ooh,
Awesome.
hold on, let me add it to the
I don't
watch
know why
list.
I missed all those FX and FXX and
Oh, it's on Max?
and
HBO
Yeah,
Max?
HBO Max.
Oh, there you go. That's why.
Yeah.
HBO. HBO Max.
What, you don't have HBO Max?
No. There's a certain level of sex and violence.
Poor.
No. When you hear HBO Max, there's a certain level of sex and violence. It escalates because it's like FX couldn't go as far as Max.
No.
So when you said that, I go, oh well, it's HBO
And
Max.
here, listen. This is how you know there's gratuitous sex and violence.
All right.
Banshee came on before it was called HBO Max. When there was just HBO and there was Cinemax, Banshee came on Cinemax.
Yeah.
So Cinemax was the violence and the sex was
So
bumped up.
That's why I always kind of gravitated toward
Skinemax?
the Skinemax and the HBO. Then I did the FX just because you'd get to see nipple.
Yeah. Oh, you see plenty of nipple in
You know what I mean? There was
Banshee.
Nipple and Merkin.
Oh yes.
And FXX didn't ever offer that. So
and
I
the
was,
chicks in Banshee are so hot too. Oh man.
Well, they're Skinemax models.
Oh yeah, they're
They made other movies.
They are good.
They ran
All right,
brothels
hold
somewhere
on.
in Malibu.
I'm searching as we speak.
And Ramon says, got to disagree with Rob. Goggins is great in everything. Vice Principals is hilarious.
Yeah, okay. I'm
the
probably
Shield,
wrong on this,
Fallout.
but I just see, I wanted him to be much more interesting than he turned out to be.
Wasn't he
I'll
in
just put it
Navy
there.
SEAls too? Or
I think
Navy,
so.
Yeah, Navy
I,
SEAls. Or
I
something?
like him, man. I love everything he's done, pretty much. But it's same with the guy that plays Raylan Givens in Justified, Timothy Oliphant. I think he's good in everything. Everything I see him in, he's good.
My opinion of him has changed over the years. I thought he was a lightweight, and it turned out he's got
great.
a pretty good wide range of stuff.
I think he's great, man. All right, so we've been talking Spurs. I wanted to ask you, give me the 3 things the Spurs have to fix between now and the playoffs if we're going to take them seriously.
Got to be better rebounders. One.
Okay.
The rebounding.
What's the
will take,
fix for that? More time for Cornette on the floor, maybe?
No. Cornette's getting exactly what he needs. It's going to be Carter Bryant. It's going to be Steph Castle. It's going to be Dylan Harper. It's going to be the dudes you got are going to have to. Offensive rebounds lead to better three-point shooting. The better you offensive rebound, the more likely you are to kick to an open dude. And when we shoot poorly and we don't offensive rebound, it is a self-fulfilling snowball down a hill.
Can I interject what I think the problem with that is? Your best rebounder likes to stand out behind the three-point line.
Given circumstances, yes. So I'll use coach speak. We can stand here and piss in the wind and say fix that, but that's not what's going to fix it.
Yeah.
We can say that's the fix, but I can tell you that's not going to do it. So we know that Wemby isn't going to be in the paint this year, or maybe next year, but at some point that will fulfill the prophecy. But until then, the fix is going to be the other dudes. I would like to say we're going to tell Victor, live in the paint. Everything starts there and works its way out. You're an inside-out player, not an outside-in player, but let's not kid ourselves.
Because
that's not what he is.
The reality is the guys who have started at the 4 and 5 the most games this year, Harrison Barnes and Wemby, are perimeter players, which means you're counting on – and luckily I think the guards are good. The Spurs have good rebounding guards.
I'm not talking about subbing. I'm talking about deciding.
Yeah.
We are an offensive rebound team, which means you leak out one less dude on fast breaks, or if you leak out at all, you got everybody blocking out, finding a man. That means playing less of the trick zone, so you're making sure on defense that you're getting the rebounds to start the fast breaks. And on offense, there is a concerted effort, the ball now. And that's one of those attitude things that I think can be fixed without manpower. Second, of course, is – we're just going to have to maintain a certain level of shooting, of deep 2, deep 3.
You mean we're going to have to get better at shooting?
Well, I don't think we can. I just think we're going to have to be more appropriate at times and be less volatile. You know, I think a lot of the woes lately have been Mr. 100% has disappeared for the last 6 weeks, and he was a cure-all for the first half of the season. I mean, he hit everything that was required, and then Devin got hot, and then he got hurt. So, you know, I just it's going to have to be a more consistent 3. And if those two things happen, everything else will take care of itself.
The Spurs right now are 15th in offensive rebounds per game. They are 15th in offensive rebounding rate. They are dead-ass average in those categories.
Consider there's times when we have – I would say 20 feet of front line out there. I mean, it's not about height. It's about want to and attitude and scheme in some points. Are you taking a shot in a place where your guys can go rebound if you miss? And are those things falling into place? So all those things roll into. If you can become an ever better offensive rebounding team, so many other things get fixed. You don't give up fast break points. You get better offensive percentages because the next pass is normally the best pass because the guy is open. All those little things come into it by getting the ball off the glass.
The Spurs are 22nd in three-point percentage at 34.8. The best team in the league is Denver at 39.5. The worst is Dallas at 34.2. So San Antonio is close to the worst they're not far off from the worst three-point shooters in the league. This is the problem that I have, though, because I just mentioned they're a below average three-point shooting team. They're still an above average team in three-point attempts per game. So if you're a bad three-point shooting team, I want you to be a low-volume three-point shooting team.
That's that Daryl Morey theory is just keep shooting them. Eventually the math adds up. It doesn't work. You don't have enough time in a game. You know, I agree over time, but ask the Rockets, is there enough time in a game?
There's not enough,
right.
Man. And you've only got so many. Your guys are only going to get so much better at shooting throughout the year. Like you've got to build a roster to play that way. And I don't know that the Spurs have that.
I would say there are 3 3-point shots a game that are the Wemby shots.
The fast break, stop, pull up. And
that you're like, I will put up with these 3 shots for all that you did to get to that shot because you probably blocked a shot earlier and you probably altered a shot. So here's your candy. You know, here's the benefit of doing what you just did. You get the opportunity, but so you throw 3 of those.
But you don't
in a
get
game.
9.
Yeah, you throw 3 in a game, it adds up. Then you start getting the ones where you're like, dude, I know you're on a streak, but here, you know, that kind of little stuff. So it's kind of a padded stat as gravy, but that's not when we talk about why the Spurs won't win, you point to that number. You go, this is why they won't win because they don't shoot it well enough when it matters.
Okay, offensive rebounding, three-point shooting. What's the third thing?
You know, that other one is just learning to play on a string. You know, these guys still, all of the, you know, we're all new together. We still got a rookie who's now finding his way in and Dylan who's still kind of finding his in and out. I think the next thing is just becoming the team that it takes basically 82 games to become. That sounds like an easy third, but it's probably the most difficult to achieve because there's not a strategy to it. It just kind of has to happen. And we're not quite there yet. I think we're getting close. I think everybody knows their role. Now it's a matter of just executing it.
Yeah, I think one of the things I would like to see San Antonio do is make a better a better free throw percentage. Like there's been games where it's like, man, they're about league average, but they're above league average in free throw attempts. So if you're going to get to the line a lot, you got to make your free throws, and that can be a killer, especially in close games.
When Wemby has those 40-point nights, look at his free throw percentage; it's high.
Yeah,
I mean, so yeah, it matters.
So that's I think there's some things they can do to. I don't know if they can push OKC this year. Like I said, beating them in a 7-game series seems far-fetched. It wouldn't be the most shocking thing ever, but
if they do the things we just talked about, they can.
They can, absolutely. All right. We are almost halfway through the show. I want to talk some NBA All-Star stuff on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a trouble spot on 1604 westbound just before you get to Long Hill, Selma. Accident, left lane, little bit of a delay for Military Highway. In good shape right now along 35 northbound South Zamora to 90 southwest side of town. On the northeast side at 35 northbound O'Connor to Schertz Parkway, that's looking good. And then southbound 35 FM 3009 on down to Weidner, traffic flowing freely. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
American Public University offers affordable online degrees that respect your service and sacrifice. Learn more about special rates and grants available to you and your family at apu.apus.edu/military.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
There's a 3-year-old girl named Audrey who has already pretty much got the vocal chops to be a metal singer.
I'm gonna sing right now.
Wow. Do you like metal, JD?
I do, actually. Depends on. I like Metallica. My car's made of it.
Let's get some metal.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Start your weekend with the Blitz this afternoon as we broadcast live at the Roo Pub at 281 in Redmond Road. All-Star Weekend is here, and you know the best place to watch all the festivities from L.A. is at the Roo Pub. From tonight's Rising Stars game to All-Star Saturday, the dunk contest, three-point shootout, and of course Sunday, the new All-Star game format. No better place to watch than the Roo Pub at 281 in Redmond Road. This afternoon, start your weekend with the Blitz 2 to 6. We'll see you at the Roo.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're on the road again, this time the Roo Pub.
Getting you ready for All-Star Weekend and Valentine's Weekend, and we got some great prizes to give away.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets, but you gotta be there to register to win.
The Blitz starts at 2. We'll see you at the Roo.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
To this sick beat. Just gonna shake. The fellow over there with the hella good hair. Shake, shake, shake.
You lost me at hella.
Play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
This is our best song.
What a song, right, Vic?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't act like this isn't catchy.
I didn't say it wasn't catchy. I agreed. It's all in the heart.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. God, I feel good on a Friday,
I don't
man.
know why God didn't bless you with a daughter.
I don't know. I didn't need that in my life,
I don't
honestly.
think your boys.
No, I don't think he needed a daughter. He's already got the feminine part of him is already out.
I mean,
you know.
Does having a daughter bring femininity out of you?
I think it helps. I think it helps. I know a lot of dudes that had a daughter that their outlook changed entirely.
I know that. I know how to braid hair.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You become a better person, I think.
Mm-hmm. How to, mess with the long hair and then put in a ponytail.
Not that you don't need to become a better person. See, I don't have a daughter either.
I mean,
but I do. You enjoy things that I think your sons probably don't as much.
Yeah, I think also I realize the way I interact around my nieces compared to my kids and my nephews. Like, I've cussed kids out on a baseball field, like 13-year-old boys.
Yeah,
I've used the F word on them, and then it's like I can't imagine talking to a 13, 14-year-old girl like that.
I like you have zero experience, but I do know that guys like me that had daughters became better guys. So I don't know where that leaves me.
I'm very protective of my daughter and granddaughter.
I had a sister, so
and your daughter's a pain in the ass, and you still are protective.
I mean, we have sisters, so we have a little bit of that, but never. I think the daughter experience is something that I can't even begin to.
But also, my sisters are they are very. My sisters will whoop your ass. Like, my sisters aren't like the kind that look for protection. They don't want protection
because they grew up with brothers.
They want you to leave them alone because
they grew up with brothers. They had to defend themselves.
You're gonna get it.
They're looking for a woman who's messing with you that they can fight.
True.
Like,
right.
True. Border Jumper said, "Who gave AJ Coke?" It was a barista. A barista did.
No, it's legal Coke.
It was
it's
that bucket of
caffeine.
Starbucks that he rolled in with this morning.
C-Note said, "I thought y'all were off today. No show. That's Monday, Bubba.
Yeah.
We don't get Fridays off around here, and the bosses don't let us have that.
Nah.
The NBA. Yeah, we got a President's Day. It's a big day. The biggest day. It's the biggest. It's the most important day on the calendar. A lot of people say.
No, there's one more important day.
A lot of people say Christmas. Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
There's one even more important than that.
Great guy, Jesus. But let's face it, President's Day, it's a big one.
No, not as big as Monday, March 30th.
What's Monday, March 30th?
That's when we're playing golf.
Oh, what a transition.
See, that's professional level transition.
What a Okay, transition. Yeah, that's the Sports Star Spring Golf Classic. Last year at the San Antonio Sports Star Golf Classic, I shot 62 under par.
Yes, you did.
A lot of people didn't believe it, but a lot of people saw it.
That putting green was on fire.
A lot of people saw it.
Me at the driving range, every shot I needed, I had.
Join the Sports Star for a Spring Golf Classic. That's Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas, presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Get in now, $150 per person, or you can save money and get your whole foursome for $500. That is savings of $100 right there. $100 saving. Boom, just like that. Math. You
right
see how quick I did that? Boom, boom, boom. And the bosses came and said, hey, what's some things that you guys care about? And I don't want to say this was Rob was like, I really care about stray animals. And I said, you know what, Rob, you're right. Yes. I also care a little bit about stray animals. So it benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, which is a beautiful thing. Rob, very, very, very giving to the sad animals out there, which we appreciate.
Yes.
And it's presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chocolate, and Insira.com. That's the SA Sports Star Spring Golf Classic. Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com. Be there.
When was the last time you swung them?
Our last golf classic.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I think it's still in my trunk from the last time.
Might be, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably due to get out there and whack them around a little
Do
bit.
you think we have enough time to lobby to get to play in this thing? Or are we going to talk about it and watch everybody else go play?
I don't understand why it can't start at 10.
I've always wondered that as well.
It doesn't seem like that. People would have to get up less early.
Right, and I think
the weather's good. This ain't the summer golf classic.
We have plenty of sun. We have time. We've got over a month.
And we're the 18th best show in the country.
And I think we should be treated with that kind of respect. It doesn't come easy.
Throwing that out there. Maybe you know how many people want to golf with the 18th best radio show in the country?
At least two.
Yeah, that's all we need. We just need two more.
Two of you. I mean,
like could be a big prize. They get to play golf with Rob.
Well, yeah. I think so. That'd be worthy.
That's right. But maybe some people don't appreciate the fact that we're the 18th best show in the country. Maybe our bosses don't even notice things like that.
Maybe you should email our boss.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you want to dox his email?
Maybe we'll. It's Jason Minix.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jason.Minix.
I want you to text Minix, all of you, and tell Minix you think we should play.
Hey, speaking of Minix, you see that pro?
There we go.
There
See,
you go. Yeah.
This is
I'm learning from you, Bubba.
This is restaurant quality stuff you're getting.
Blitz is live today, 2 to 6 for All-Star Friday night at the Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. They've got tickets to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll while they're there. So go check it out. Rue Pub, 281 in Redland, just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. They will see you at the Rue.
Might get you a Wimby.
NBA All-Star Weekend. What's are you if you had to say one event you're looking forward
Tomorrow
to?
night. I love the festivities of the dunk. I mean, we all bitch about it, but we all watch it.
Okay.
I mean, I might not enjoy it, but I'm certainly going to take my medicine and watch it. We got Carter Bryant going. We got our young stars going this evening and tomorrow. So there's plenty to pay attention to if you're just a passing Spurs fan. And man, it's been a long time since we had guys that were front and center that we're going to see the little video packages of. We're going to see the day in the life of Dylan and his dad. We're going to see what it's like to be a French superstar in America. We're going to have all these little packages that are put together that are going to tell the story of guys that, quite frankly, because they live in San Antonio and because of the team that they play for, we're going to get stories we didn't know about.
Yeah.
You know, and that's sad to say, but that's been part of being a Spurs fan in San Antonio is we wait for the Nationals to get those little pieces of candy that we don't get from the local stuff. So I'm excited about getting the flavor of the San Antonio Spurs future front and center in the NBA this week.
The Spurs got another All-Star added to the roster thanks to Giannis's injury and Norman Powell having a Jamaican dad. They kicked Norman Powell off one of the Team USA teams onto the world team and put De'Aaron Fox onto the USA Stripes team, which is the veteran-laden team. USA Stars is the Young Bucks. And now we've got some odds.
Okay. All right.
USA Stars.
Now let's give the team so we know what we're betting on here.
Okay. The USA Stars roster: Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, who I assume isn't suspended for the All-Star
No, this
game.
is a special dispensation.
Anthony Edwards, Chet, Jalen Johnson, and Tyrese Maxey. That is the Stars team.
Boy, that's a cool team. All right.
They're coached by J.B. Bickerstaff. That's his squad. The Stripes team: Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, KD, De'Aaron Fox.
Feels like an Olympic team.
Brandon Ingram, who's the injury replacement for Steph Curry.
Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, son. Well done.
Averaging 22 and 6 this year. LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell.
A lot of punch on this one. All right.
The world team: Deni Avdija, Luka, Jokic, Murray, Jamal Murray, Norman Powell, Şengün, who's an injury replacement for Shea, Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, and Wemby.
Wow.
Okay, so take a second, breathe it in.
All right.
You know what? We're not going to have time.
There you go.
So I want you to look over those rosters, and I'm gonna ask you some questions on the other side about who's going to have success in this thing. We'll do that. We'll take a look at that coming up. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Big games, weekend trips, last-minute plans. February gets busy. That's why Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is opening their doors to new furry family members this month. With over 6,000 feet of indoor play space, 5 outdoor play yards, and fully trained staff supervising your pup's every move, your dog stays happy, safe, and active while you're away. Add grooming, training, and special one-on-one time to make every day, every stay unforgettable. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open today, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 today through Sunday.
It's San Antonio's newest sports watching destination, Novo Brazil Brewing Company. Craft beers, kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, 8 massive LED screens, conveniently attached to North Star Mall, open late. Novo Brazil Brewing Company. Go to novobrew.com.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-269-3394. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-269-3394. 800-269-3394. 800-269-3394.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. Medical, eastbound, westbound, right at Data Point, right at the intersection. Get reports of an accident with some debris scattered, so heads up. 1604 southbound Kitty Hawk, that stalls off to the shoulder, and another stall at 410 westbound, the on-ramp from Military Drive. It's got that on-ramp partially blocked, a little bit of a delay from Lakeside Parkway. 1604 northbound Calabria to Kyle Seal Parkway, that's filling in, slowing down. Also noticing delays along 1604 westbound Judson Road on over to Bitters. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, Jeremy Shohan has a brand new team. He's a New York Knick. He signed with the Knicks yesterday. ESPN NBA insider Sam Sharani reports there were 10 teams interested in Shohan following his release on Wednesday. Well, we've reached the official midpoint of the NBA season. It's now time for the All-Star break. The Spurs are represented well. De'Aaron Fox is an injury replacement for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He joins Victor Wembanyama for the Sunday All-Star Game Marathon, where Mitch Johnson will be coaching. Also competing this weekend will be Stephen Castle and Dylan Harper, tonight's Rising Stars Challenge, and Carter Bryant will be in the dunk contest tomorrow. You can catch it all right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Rob, you had a whole break.
Yeah.
And now I ask you.
First of all, the more you look at this, if you really sit down and look at the teams, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's the idea that it will be competitive, but there's some things that you have to play into it that you can't account just because this isn't a pickup game in a gym on a Sunday afternoon. This is an all-star game.
That's right.
So I immediately discount the old dudes.
Okay, USA Stars versus the World.
So the Stars, which team is that?
That's the young team versus the World.
I like the World to start. So if they're playing,
that's the first game.
I like the World to win that game.
Okay, World is 2.5-point favorites there. Then Stripes versus the World.
I like the Stripes to win a game, and I guess it'll be that one.
Okay.
So I think they'll take one.
And then Stars versus Stripes.
That I don't know.
Okay.
That one, I don't know if you're a vet and the quicker I sit down, the better off I'll be when I start the season again. I've been here. I mean, how many times has KD done this? So I wonder how hard after the win this team's going to play. And I'm going to say they're not going to play very hard. So I'm going to go with the kids.
Okay, who's your guess for winning the tournament?
I think that the international team wins and they beat the kids late.
Okay, the World is your favorite. They are plus 165. Stripes, who is the young team, plus 170. Stars, 2-1. The market that is the most lopsided is the MVP winner. So now there's going to be an MVP of the tournament. So remember that it's a round robin, and then the two teams who have the best records or have the best, if they're all tied, has the best point differential will play, and the winner of that game is going to be the winner of the tournament.
Well, the table is set for Wemby to get this thing.
Wemby is a prohibitive favorite.
Yeah.
Plus 450 to win the MVP with no Joker, no Luka.
And really no offense designed to beat him. This is man-on-man ball, and he's going to be laying in wait in the paint. It's going to be hard for him not to.
The question is how much is he going to play?
And that's the X factor for all of this. And I know that the vets are going to be milking minutes. I know they're going to be limiting them. They're not.
I was wrong. Jokic is planning on playing.
Yeah, he is going to play. But even he's planning on playing. But how much? I mean, how much you want to see him go? So I think the vets are going to give you a solid effort game. They don't want to be embarrassed. But if they don't make the playoff game, I don't think anybody's going to be embarrassed about that.
Wemby is plus 450 to be the MVP.
Could you imagine Luka throwing him balls all day long?
No.
I mean, oh my gosh.
The next favorite on the board there is Jaylen Brown at 10-1
because he's done it.
And then you get a group at 12-1. That's Tyrese Maxey, Luka, LeBron, KD, and there was one more. Oh, Cade Cunningham. That's your 12-1 group. So, but plus 450, there's nobody else with single-digit odds.
Yeah.
Besides Wemby.
It's kind of set for him.
Thing.
I mean, the guys that give him the most trouble are actually on his team. He doesn't have to go against Sengun. I mean, he doesn't have to go against Duran. I mean, the guys that really bother him, they're on his roster. So it's kind of set for him.
The Rising Stars game, the rosters for that, there's Team Mello, Team T-Mac, Team Vince.
Can they play? Can we have them play as
Team
coaches,
Austin.
representatives?
Which, by the way, how did Austin Rivers get into this group? It's Carmelo Anthony, T-Mac, Vince Carter, and Austin Rivers.
See, Daddy Ball never goes away.
Someone felt sorry for Austin
Daddy
Rivers.
Ball never goes away. Let Glenn bring his son. Come on.
So the Rising Stars team, Team Mello, is the Spurs heavy team. It's got Dylan and Steph Castle on it. Also Reed Shepard, Jeremiah Fears.
I like this roster.
Donovan Clingan.
Ooh, yeah.
Ace Bailey and Colin Murray-Boyce.
Is Ace playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they had Cooper Flagg, but he's out now.
So that's why
it was pretty loaded. T-Mac's team has Conn Kneifel, Khalil Ware, Cam Spencer, Trey Johnson, Zachary Sachet, Jalen Tyson, Alex Sarr.
See, that's the kind of team that wins, and you go, how'd they win?
Yeah. Team Vince has VJ Edgecombe, Derek Queen, Kaishawn George, Igor Demon, Buzelis.
There are going to be some dunks on that roster.
Jalen Wells, Cedric Howard. And then Austin Rivers' team, oh, God, they are hopeless. Sean East, Ron Harper Jr.
So both Harpers are playing. That's cool.
Yannick Niederhauser, Elijah Martin, Tristan Newton, Young Hansen, Jameer Young, and David Jones-Garcia. Jones-Garcia is hurt, so he's not playing.
Tristan Newton's out of high school out of El Paso.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, that team has no chance of winning. That was like all the guys. They were like, all right, well, if we're giving Austin Rivers a team, we're giving him the scraps.
That's some spares right there.
They've got the scraps. So they are Team Austin is plus 850 to win.
It should be. That's good. That's a good number.
T-Mac's team is plus 180. Team Vince plus 230. Team Mello also plus 230. I like Team Mello. I like the two, but I mean that may be me being a little bit biased because of the.
It's our guys.
Yeah, it's our guys. But I don't think that's a bad number. Team T-Mac is probably the team that should be favored. That's the Kneifel, Trey Johnson, Reese Ashe, Alex Sarr team.
That's a share the ball team.
But I think I like our team. I like Team Mello. That's got all the Rockets and Spurs on it, and even with Ace Bailey, I think they'll do all right. So that is the game. That's tonight, right? Or no, tomorrow. Yeah, that's tonight.
It's tonight. We got the Rising Stars.
That's tonight. The 3-point shootout. Your favorite, Con Kneifel, 3-1.
No reason not to.
Second favorite, Dame Lillard, plus 475. I think that's bad money, by the way.
I mean, okay.
I think that's bad money. Jamal Murray, plus 550. Tyrese Maxey, plus 650. Same as Donovan Mitchell, plus 650. Devin Booker, plus 750.
See, that's the money. I'd put money on Booker.
Booker, 750. That's a good price. Yeah. Norman Powell, 8-1. Bobby Portis, 11-1.
And that's my dark horse.
Bobby Portis?
Because I like tall dudes shooting threes. They don't have to jump. That's the only reason I put him out there.
11-1's a long number.
Because he's a little cross-eyed, but that's a whole other story.
That's a long number.
Which eye are you looking at, Bobby?
And then the Shooting Stars, which I don't really understand the format.
It's a fun team thing where you get to dribble and pass through nets and stuff.
Well, you know what? I don't even care about it. I'm not even going to. I'm pretending like that doesn't exist.
Do that.
I
wish I had an obstacle course like that with lights and stuff.
I don't like
testing
shooting
my
stars.
Bounce pass acumen, my pocket pass ability.
There's no odds for the dunk contest yet. I don't know if there will be.
Who are our contestants?
The dunk contest contestants?
We know we got Carter Bryant, which I expect he can throw it down with some force.
Yeah, the participants this year.
Is McClung back to defend?
No, he's hurt, so he's out. That's why Carter Bryant's in.
Oh, that sucks.
It's Carter Bryant, Jackson Hayes,
he can throw it down.
Kashad Johnson, and Jace Richardson.
Jace can touch the square, and he's the shortest one of that group.
Yeah.
So he might be my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Carter Bryant's as good of an athlete as any of these guys.
I don't know what to expect. I really don't. I know he's certainly got the elevation and the strength to pull off some pretty impressive dunks. Now, he have the athleticism that Jace has, and short guys always look better dunking than tall guys.
It looks like, let's see, the current odds. Carter Bryant's your favorite.
Wow. Again, sight unseen. That's like betting on Dame.
Well, so here's the deal. Like right now, you can't, no sports books have odds on this, but they do have it at Prize Picks.
Okay.
So you can predict who's going to win on Prize Picks. The payouts, though, show Carter Bryant is the favorite. He's 2.7, which means like you get plus 270 if you're right on him. Kashad Johnson plus 340, Jackson Hayes plus 360, Jace Richardson plus 450.
So they're saying that the tall dude has the best shot, or the 6'9" dude.
No, they're saying Carter Bryant has the best shot. Yeah. He gets 9.8% of his field goal attempts from dunks. That's Carter Bryant. His 39.5 max vertical leap tied for fourth amongst all the guys at the combine. So I don't. Now this Kashad Johnson, 20.5% of his shots are dunks. Jackson Hayes is the most dunk heavy.
He laid one out on us the other night.
Jackson Hayes, 39% of his shots have been dunks.
Well, you got LeBron and Luka drawing an awful lot of attention. Those backdoor dunks, he got a couple, at least one on Wemby the other night.
So if you're logging those things, there's your contestants for the weekend. I might peruse a little bit of it depending on how the hockey's going.
I bitch about it every year,
and then you watch it.
But I watch it. I mean, it's just one of those rites of late winter, early spring that I watched the All-Star game. It's a signpost event, and I can talk about the ones that I hated and the ones I love, but I've watched every one of them from beginning to end.
I don't know. We'll have to see what especially I'll also have to see how the college basketball schedule shakes out, like which games are gone late.
There's something, and if ice dancing is coming down to something important,
right?
I mean, we all have our values. I mean, you got to place your priorities in the right spot. And I'm jumping over to Milano to watch the dancing.
I think it's a noon tip, Kansas and Iowa State this weekend, which is I think the game of the weekend.
I think the team to watch this weekend is Kansas State. I want to see how their players react to their coach telling them, "Every one of you suck. Every one of you."
I mean, they are pathetic.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen a coach say.
Do you know who they're playing?
I hope they're playing somebody that's really good. I want them to play like number one in the country.
If I told you, like,
please be playing Arizona.
If you've got a team that might be on the brink of quitting, and you had to make a road trip in the Big 12, what's the worst road trip to play?
I wouldn't want to go into Lubbock. I know that. I wouldn't want to go into Houston because they will dismantle you.
That's where they're going.
Oh, Houston is going to feast. It's going to be like.
Imagine like your coach just tells you you're worthless. And none of you deserve to even be in a basketball uniform, and now you got to go play a Kelvin Sampson team
that are
on the road,
frothing at the mouth.
Oh my God, that's going to be assault, brother. Let me see what the line is going to be for that.
You suck.
Projected line: Houston minus 22.5.
This is a Big 12 game with a 22-point line. I don't think that's big enough.
Wow.
You think I suck now, Coach? Why do you see me play now? Why do you see me play after you tell me I suck?
I mean, they did just lose by 30 at home to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati is not all that good.
That's when Tang came out and said, every one of you is worthless and weak. Every one of you.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was looking at them as a team because they were losing games, but they were losing close. Like and not to like good team. Like Arizona blew them out, but they lost to Arizona at Arizona by 3. They lost at Oklahoma State by 1. And Oklahoma State's a tournament team. They lost by 1. West Virginia, they lost by 5 on the road. TCU on the road, lost by 2. So they'd been playing close games, and then they lost that game to Cincinnati, and he was like, yeah, these guys are garbage.
I'm done with you fools.
This is humiliating. Wow. All right. Yeah, I won't back Kansas State for a game the rest of the year. There's no way.
These dudes do not deserve to wear this uniform. You do not deserve to put on the purple that is.
Jerome, you know what? He said a lot of these guys might not be here next year. You might not be either, bro.
Exactly.
I got news for you. Yeah, 1-10 in Big 12 play. And their one win is over the other disaster team. That's Utah. And they beat them at home by 3. What
news is they get them one more time.
No, they don't.
Oh, they only get them once
They only
this
get
year?
them once.
Oh. I hope you put Sam Houston on your schedule, 8.
No, and the bad news for them, still ahead at Houston, which I just mentioned, at Texas Tech, and at Kansas to close out the season, still left on the schedule.
I can't imagine what Kansas is going to do to them.
Well, Kansas beat them by 24 in their house.
It's going to be worse than that.
That is a team that has just
40-point good night and good riddance game.
Rolled over and died.
Good news is if you're on the roster for the Wildcats, you'll get to play. Might not be fun, but you'll get to play.
If you're in the good graces, you might get to play. You might get to. So I would imagine there's some guys who aren't going to.
There's some walk-ons that are just itching to go get 20.
Yeah,
my girl's in the stands. Feed me.
All right, let's take a quick break. We got to talk about a decision that got made yesterday that is maybe going to change some things in college football. A guy that we thought might not be allowed to play next year. Looks like he is going to be allowed to play next year. We'll do that coming up next. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. I was just telling you, I mean, there's all these games this weekend. Where are you going to play them? Underdog's the place. They will have action for the All-Star game. You will be able to go on Underdog and get some All-Star picks in. If you think your guys are going to show out in the All-Star game, take higher on them. You think a guy might not get many minutes, take lower. You think, like KD, if you think some of these guys are mailing it in, maybe take lower on them. Maybe take higher on KD since he's the one talking noise. He's got to show up and play. It's so easy. You pick your favorite players. Are they going to go higher or lower on their stats? That's how you do it. You get them right, you get them up to 5,000 times your money. What a great way to do it. Download the app today. Use my promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll get $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Texas is leading America again, and John Lujan is a big reason why. Working side by side with Governor Greg Abbott, Representative John Lujan helped bring high-paying jobs home and strengthen Texas's energy dominance. Now, John Lujan is ready to bring the Trump agenda home to Texas. That means fighting for affordability, higher-paying local jobs, and lower federal taxes for working families. It means defending Texas energy, protecting oil and gas jobs from failed liberal policies, and keeping America #1 in energy production. It means securing our border, making President Trump's border policies permanent, crushing the cartels, stopping fentanyl, and ending human trafficking. And it means rebuilding our military. No social experiments, no distractions, just the strongest, toughest fighting force on earth. Conservative John Lujan is the only candidate endorsed by the San Antonio Express News, Texas Alliance for Life, and Governor Greg Abbott. On March 3rd, vote Republican John Lujan for Congress. Abbott, Trump, Lujan, a tough team for Texas.
Political ad paid for by John Lujan for Congress.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
The players' ball, baby.
Yeah. I guess you edited this?
No one knows how to act. Man, I'm going to tell you, I think Ice Cube, top 5 all-time rapper.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think one of the most underrated rappers. I like how he always sounds like he's angry at you.
No, the way he looks. He's just looking at you like, man, what did
feel
I
like
do,
there's
man?
Something tucked in his waistband, I'll tell you that.
And he kind of did like what he was the original to do what Snoop did and like become a good guy. Like remember he was in the
No, Ice-T was the first to go mainstream.
Oh, that's right, from Law and Order,
yeah,
right?
Ice-T was the first to be like a regular actor dude.
Well, and he went to, like he made Cop Killer and did it. But I'm talking about like Ice Cube made like family movies.
Yeah, he did that Johnson family movie.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. Yeah, no.
Was Ice Cube on Law and Order before or was Ice-T on Law and Order before Ice Cube did Friday?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think it was real close. And then what's his name did NCIS? Mama Gonna Knock You Out.
LL Cool J. But LL Cool J.
Mama Gonna Knock
LL's
You Out.
LL's like Will Smith. Those are safe rappers. Those are like
LL had a little bit of an edge.
White people aren't scared of LL or Will Smith.
I know. A bit.
They laugh at that.
Yeah, but yeah, Will was parents just don't understand.
Let's see. When did Ice-T do his?
It was a long time ago.
Because he was in like, he was in New Jack City, but that was like,
he was playing himself.
That was doing gangster stuff.
Right.
Let's see when he did or CSI.
No, it was
Law and Order.
Just Law and Order.
He started doing Law and Order in 2005. So that was Friday was already out. Friday was in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, Ice Cube did Boys in the Hood in '91.
That's true. Yeah, but again, they're doing gangster stuff.
Yeah.
When was that? What was it one where he took a road trip with the kids?
That was like the Johnson family?
Or something like that, like in an SUV.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him. I like Ice Cube. No, it's called Are We There Yet? That's what it's called. Are We There Yet?
And now his kid does
and then
too.
What's the movie he did with his kid played him in the Straight Outta Compton movie.
And then the Den of Thieves movies.
He was in the movie with Kevin Hart where they were cops.
Oh, that's right.
Ride
that's
Along.
right.
Ride Along.
Yeah,
that's
Ride
it.
Along.
That's it.
Kevin Hart. Man,
And I think he got a Razzie this year for War of the Worlds, or at least he was nominated. You said it was a terrible movie, right, Vic?
Oh, yeah, I didn't like it.
He was in Anaconda. That was like when I was in high school.
Yeah, he's been a bit.
Oh, yeah.
He's been around. I liked him in the Jump Street movies where he's the boss.
Oh, yeah. Where he's the jefe.
Playing the hard-driving captain.
Yeah, I also just like those movies. That's Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. They make me laugh.
Well, I don't think you can be a successful black actor unless you've played the hard-driving captain of police.
Yes, I agree.
You look at the Pantheon at some point, every one of them has played the hard-driving police captain. That tells you you're being a lone wolf.
Yeah. Keep It Sportsy says Friday's a family movie. No, but the Are We There Yet is a family movie.
It's about family.
Hey, aren't they making a Friday 2 or?
Well, they already
Friday
did.
5.
They did next Friday, and then they did Friday after next.
After that,
I don't know if it's like
Friday, and then there's
several
Friday the 13th.
Fridays from now, a few Fridays from now. I don't know.
Now we combined Friday with Friday the 13th. Now we got a movie.
It is Friday the 13th today, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up. Friday the 13th. Did you notice there was like foggy and no moon this morning?
I didn't notice.
And I got up and Alexa was like, "Good morning, it's Friday the 13th." And that's not the first thing I want to hear. Good morning, beware.
So beware if you are a high school age student having sex tonight.
Mm-hmm. Better watch it. Don't do it by a lake.
Especially in a tent.
Don't do it by
or in a car, and you get home and there's a hook in your door handle.
Be very careful.
Just be careful tonight, kids.
Careful.
You're going to someplace like Summer Lake or
I was going to say Ice Cube is working on a new movie.
But what is it called?
It says titled Last Friday.
There we go.
It'll be a follow-up with Craig's family 23 years later.
I think
Barbershop's a little bit more dull now. They're having to trim nose hair.
Yeah.
Everybody got a little older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing that made the first Friday movie so magical was prime Chris Tucker also.
Oh, yeah.
I never could stand him.
And he's there.
I never could. I couldn't take Chris Tucker for more than about 30 minutes.
I don't know what, he just fell off,
because
man.
He's freaking hilarious.
For the same,
though,
I just couldn't put up with the manic and that high voice for very long.
Yeah, I liked him in that movie.
Yeah, he was
I didn't
funny.
like him in the Jackie Chan movies as much, but Chris Tucker in Friday was so funny.
What about the Multipass movie? Was that one Bruce Willis? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, the space movie.
Yes.
Where he was where Tucker played that dude with a microphone.
Yeah, with that big old
I couldn't
fro.
deal that movie. I couldn't watch it because of him.
I don't know that I've even seen that. I haven't heard of it.
It had Bruce Willis was a cab driver, and it had that.
What's the name? I can't believe I can't remember that.
Brigade Bar, save us, save us. Mila Jovovich was a star in it.
Yeah.
And she.
The Fifth Element.
That's
Fifth
it.
Element.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, Mila. How do you say
Mila
her
Jovovich.
Jovovich.
Yeah. I don't like that Fifth Element movie. I didn't like that. I'm against that. But I don't like. I didn't like.
But I did like Mila.
I don't like Rush Hour,
yeah.
and they made like 8 of those movies. I think.
No, not for me.
That's like
never found.
The other one that it's like what's the Fast and Furious? I've seen one Fast and Furious movie and I was like, that's enough. I don't need this. And there's like 20 of them. But
yeah,
I never know what people are gonna love.
And they're still making one more.
There's
one more.
Stop.
There's one more, I think, and that's it.
This is the one where Vin Diesel's gotten so old he leaves his blinker on the entire movie.
Yeah, see?
He's now aged out of the.
He gets out of his car and shakes his fist.
Hey,
slow down! I'm driving here.
Yeah, when they show his car, he's got the handicap license plate on now.
Eases in.
Yeah.
Someone dings him in a parking lot, like a cart hits his car, and he gets out and is like, "Hey, bro, what's up? Put it in the cart corral. What's your problem?"
Coming at you with my walker. Take you out with his cane.
It's about family.
It sucks though because like I remember when like Vin Diesel was like the young up and coming action star, and him becoming an old person. Him becoming an old person means I'm becoming an old person.
Yes, it's a sad onward trend.
It's like you. I mean, I'm sure like when you were coming of age, like Bruce Willis was starting to be like an action star.
And now the dude doesn't even know who he is.
Right. Like that's terrifying. How
it is.
I hate watching people who were stars when I'm young get old because now I'm like, oh my, that's.
Well, you've almost reached the point when you go see the bands of your youth and they walk out and they're like, my favorite band looks like my grandparents.
Yeah.
You go see the bands that you saw when you were in high school and they're still touring. Got to remember, they are significantly older than you were when you were in high school.
I saw Judas Priest like yesterday, and I'm thinking like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, call it a day,
the bands
man.
of your youth if you want to feel just a little bit older and younger all at the same time.
Like, there's a couple things. Leonardo DiCaprio is in his 50s.
Well, that guy's he's got a painting in his basement that's getting older.
Eminem is in his 50s. Like those things, it's like, wow, that's.
Hey, but who is it? Matt Damon or Ben Affleck? Anytime they're in movies together or separate, but those are the two best actors, I think.
They're old, but they're old as hell now.
Yeah, now you see them.
I watched that movie, The Rip.
They're all
The Rip was good, right?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't sure who the bad guy was, so I'll give you that. I mean, we just saw Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin's in his 50s now.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I had to look twice.
Good.
I'm like, was that him?
No, he's had some work, obviously, but it's working for him.
Ricky Martin's in his 50s. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, get on that train.
The menudo is old.
Dude,
menudo's cold now.
Yeah.
You want to feel
greasy layer on top.
You want to feel old? Look up a picture of David Letterman today.
He looks like he lives in the mountains.
He looks like the Unabomber.
Like he's got a still in the back, writing his manifesto.
Like I used to watch this dude every night, and now like
Same
what?
thing with Jay Leno. Like I used to watch Jay Leno all the time. He looks freaking.
Well, Jay Leno's a loser. I hate Jay
like his
Leno.
car collection.
He does have nice cars. I hate Jay Leno.
I appreciate a man who knows how to spend his money.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Those cars are worth it.
He looks like Santa.
Dude, he looks like a deranged guy who's
the
got
leader
like
of a cult.
Yeah, he's got like a sign outside that says "Hell is coming. You're all gonna burn." A megaphone.
That's him.
Yeah. One of those guys.
Give me all your money and move in.
That makes me feel really
Yeah,
old,
see,
though.
look, that's just how I remember him. Like
I
that.
know.
Like when
And
he's
now
young.
that's what dude, we're all dying, man. We're all dying. What's an undeniable fact.
I'm going the Keith Richards route. I'm just going to pickle myself.
Like, who was the best basketball player when you were graduating high school?
That would
Michael
be
Jordan?
1983. Jordan wasn't quite there yet. He came out in 82 and had the best rookie year ever. But for me, growing up in San Antonio, Ice was my favorite. But the best player in the world in 1983 was Dr. J. Magic was right there with him.
Like, well, I mean, like, do you remember who the best player coming into the NBA draft was? Like who was the guy that was going to be drafted first? Like when you were about to graduate.
Well, I came out. Let's see, in '83. That was 81 was Magic and Bird. 80 was Isaiah Thomas. I think 83 might have been James Worthy. Was that 83, 84?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Those were the legends that were coming out back then. Ewing was 83. Akeem was coming out right about then. So, there were it was one after another in those years.
Well, like, that's when I started to feel old, was when the guys that that were getting drafted when I was in high school, when they started retiring, I was like, oh, no,
when David retired.
Like,
when I watched him go into the Hall of Fame, that was certainly a signpost event because I remember covering him going to see him the day he landed with his parents.
So the draft between my my junior and senior year was Tim Duncan and Keith Van Horn and I think Chauncey Billups in that draft.
Mine was
and
Jordan.
Now they're all gone, and it's like the draft that came right after my senior year was Vince Carter. I think Michael Olowokandi was the first pick. He sucks, but Dirk and Paul Pierce was on those
guys.
Yeah, and now like those guys are all gone. There's like nobody
long past,
long gone, and now we're gonna get to where guys who played or guys who got drafted in like 2008
Hall of Fame.
That's what we're talking about now.
Wow.
Like nothing ages you like watching sports. Like Derrick Rose was drafted 10 years after I graduated high school.
And the shocking thing is, while Derrick Rose has come and gone, and we talk about the guys that had the long careers, then we have those, for whatever reason, the James Harden, who's going into his 17th year.
Yeah.
Is playing in his 17th year of basketball, and we have those constants that when they're gone, you go, oh, my God, I'm old, because Harden has now played how many years?
Yeah. Well, the guys that are still left from that draft class, 2008, again, when I was 10 years removed from high school, Russell Westbrook still playing.
Pierce,
Kevin
gone.
Kevin Love still playing.
Gray-headed Kevin Love still around. That's right.
And Brooke Lopez still playing.
Is he? There you go.
Dude. And those guys are like on the brink of retirement. That's how it ages me to know, like, and the worst is like the girls that you thought were super hot in movies and you were probably, doing things to. And you look at them now and it's like, oh no.
Well, some have carried on quite well.
Phoebe Cates.
Some have held on.
Phoebe Cates was mine.
Yeah, many have held on quite well.
She looks awful now.
Does she?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah, look.
I don't want to see it. I'm not going to look. I have a vision in my mind of what Phoebe Cates is, and it involves a red bikini.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ever change it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, this is her right there.
What? Well,
look on the right. Yeah, she's Yeah, she just doesn't look. She doesn't look like the 18-year-old.
Still
like Jennifer Connelly. Now, Jennifer Connelly, what was that? What was the John Hughes movie where she got locked in Target? You remember what I'm talking about? Career Opportunities.
Oh yeah,
it's
Career.
called.
Yeah.
That came out in like the early '90s, and I thought, oh, this gal Jennifer Connelly is like the hottest girl in the world.
She have a bunch
Remember,
of work
she's riding that mechanical horse. It's like, oh yeah,
in slow motion.
I saw her like 3 months ago. I was like, ugh.
She's gotten a little.
She looks like
severe, but
no, you know who looks horrible? Who played in Top Gun? What was her name? The instructor, the female instructor. She looks literally 100% different.
Times changed there.
Kelly McGillis.
Yes.
Modern Kelly is not older Kelly.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, well.
It's a damn shame.
I'm the epitome of the after picture.
It's a damn shame these women can't age gracefully.
Yeah, look at that.
Like us.
Oh, my God.
That's her.
What?
I
She looks
told
like the Golden Girls.
Yeah, look.
Well, she is a golden
She went from
girl.
that to that.
Well, I mean, it's been 40, 50 years.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah, but look at Salma Hayek. She looks the same.
Selma Hayek's a unicorn, though.
She's a vampire.
Yeah, but she is a vampire. No one else can be compared to her. She's got something figured out. I
Jessica
can't.
Alba too. She still looks.
Yeah,
good.
but Jessica Alba's still relatively young. She's she's like my age, maybe. She might be younger than me.
There's a few, and they like Eva Mendes is held
Yeah,
up
Jessica
quite
Alba's
well.
younger than I am. Of course, she's still hot. But we'll see Jessica Alba.
Yeah, there we go.
Give me
Look, here's a
15
good
years
one.
of Jessica Alba.
Look.
We'll see.
I think it'll be all right.
We'll see.
I think it's going to turn out okay.
We'll see. What
I'm
a looker.
comfortable in the future. I'll bet the future on this one.
Jose says Jessica Alba still looks delicious.
Yes, she does.
We don't need to define
like the word
women as
delicious, too.
delicious. That
I
makes
like
me
that
uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
She still looks good.
She still looks lovely.
Well,
She's a
no.
lovely
Fava
gal.
beans and a fine Chianti.
Lovely gal. All right, we'll be right back. We're gonna wrap up the third hour. Man, we're running out of time this week. We got a little bit more to discuss. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. Medical eastbound, westbound, right at Data Point, right at the intersection. Get reports of an accident with some debris scattered, so heads up. 1604 southbound Kitty Hawk, that stalls off to the shoulder, and another stall at 410 westbound, the on-ramp from Military Drive. It's got that on-ramp partially blocked, a little bit of a delay from Lakeside Parkway. 1604 northbound Calabria to Kyle Seal Parkway, that's filling in, slowing down. Also noticing delays along 1604 westbound Judson Road on over to Bitters. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I've got an idea for a new bit we need to do.
Okay.
I'm not paying. Like you're at a restaurant. Okay. They screw your order up. Just sit there and say, I'm not paying.
What is that? Those are mashed potatoes, sir. I'm not paying.
Right. I'm not paying.
Maybe we should advise people, don't ever try to pull this on like a hooker or drug dealer.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're on the road again, this time the Roo Pub.
Getting you ready for All-Star Weekend and Valentine's Weekend, and we got some great prizes to give away.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets, but you gotta be there to register to win.
The Blitz starts at 2. We'll see you at the Roo.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o. Morning Huddle 94.1. Got an article here about who could be the next Sam Darnold. Are there? Why is that so funny?
I don't know. This sounds like something I'm not really going to aspire to, but okay.
I mean, Sam Darnold just won. He just won a Super Bowl.
But you got to go through 5 other teams and a couple of
so you got to find
kicks
a
in the teeth
mediocre
and
quarterback.
It says. I think what it's talking about is guys who people have written off who could turn their careers around.
Gardner Minshew.
Okay,
Gardner Minshew.
all right.
I say Minshew.
Here's the list that these guys wrote, and you tell me if you think there's a world where they could turn things around.
All right.
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones looked really good last year.
Yeah.
And then he had a torn Achilles, and so now, but Indy started off 7-1. They fell apart when he left. Can Daniel Jones ever turn into the player people thought he was going to be?
No. It's not going to happen with the Colts. He doesn't have enough help. He has a nice running back. I'll give him that.
He was 24, 44, and 1 as a starter. Which is crazy. His efficiency numbers last year, he was the third quarterback since 1950 to start 3-0 while averaging 9+ yards per attempt and no turnovers. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a free agent this year. I feel like the Colts are probably I don't know what the Colts are going to pay him. I feel like they are going to pay him something to keep him around.
I think they will for some continuity at the very least. So I'm not mad at that. I just don't think. I'm just kind of a realist here. I don't think there's a lot of there.
I think he's one of the guys who we have to talk about, like when we talk about Anthony Davis or anyone like that. It's like you have to take into effect that he got – poor play was part of it, but he was always hurt. And that's a bigger – if you can't be on the field, it's hard to ever blossom into what you –
I don't see him taking whatever team he's on to Sam Darnold heights, either to Minnesota with a conference championship game or obviously a Super Bowl championship. I don't think Daniel Jones has got it.
What about Mac Jones?
You know what? In the limited,
Mac Jones just spent a year with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
In fact, he won a game. He won a game against the Rams on Thursday Night Football this year in overtime. Looked pretty good. And Sam Darnold, a guy who spent a year with Kyle Shanahan on his route back to where he is.
I'm not mad at it.
What do you think of Mac Jones?
I think that he, given the right circumstances, certainly has the skill set to do it.
Okay.
But because he's not a lifter, but he's certainly a helper.
He'll be on the team. He'll be on San Francisco again this year because he did sign a 2-year deal. So he's got one more year to work with Shanahan. There's a world where, I can imagine Brock Purdy getting hurt again. And he
Purdy goes down.
Time.
In the limited sample we got of this year, Mac performed just fine.
What about Malik Willis? Malik Willis got written off. Okay.
He was a Liberty, right?
Liberty guy.
Yeah.
He started with the Titans.
He can sling it. There's no getting around it. But no way in hell is he Sam Darnold. No.
Okay. No. He only started. They used a second round pick on him The Titans did. And he only started 3 games in his first 2 years in Tennessee. Like, they just didn't trust him there.
Mm-hmm.
And when he got to Green Bay, and there's a theme here. These guys meet these OCs who are, like Matt LaFleur is an offensive mind, and they get with these guys, and suddenly, wow, you start to see some real improvements. Malik Willis would surprise me just because I've seen so little of him, but
he just doesn't have the bona fides that. I mean, Darnold. Malik Willis threw it around at Liberty. I mean, and was drafted probably higher than he should have been to a team that probably wasn't in a place to develop him the way that he should have been. But Darnold, we knew coming out of college, had every ingredient, and it didn't hit for a couple of years. Malik, the jury's out. I don't know if he has every ingredient. I don't know.
What about number 2 overall draft pick in 2021, Zach Wilson?
No. Where?
Well, here's why I say no. Mike McDaniel knew he was probably getting fired from Miami, and when he had a chance, when he benched Tua, he had a chance to go to Zach Wilson,
right.
And instead he went with 7th round draft pick Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, you went with Q. That's right. Yeah, so
that tells me Zach Wilson doesn't have anything. No. I just don't. I think he sucked.
Well,
I thought he
remember
sucked
from
all
the
along.
Jets. I mean, Darnold at least thought, well, there's some other stuff going on with the Jets, but Zach they wanted Flacco. Remember, they were like, sit this idiot down. So yeah,
he's got a huge arm. He just sucks at football, man. I've seen enough of him. I know he's not good. This one is
so far we've only got one possible Darnold, at least in my mind.
Okay. What about Anthony Richardson?
Oh man.
Now, Anthony Richardson is a combine guy. Anthony Richardson is one of those dudes who looks great. Like Anthony Richardson wasn't a great quarterback in college.
No, but I will say this.
But he's a 40. He's a high jumper, long
all
thrower.
All of that. So and I don't want to just compare him to Cam Newton, because I'd also like to put him in the same boat with Josh Allen, because I think they all three share similar body size, skill set, strength, speed. So if you tell me that he's got the same tools that Josh Allen does, and you're going to give me 4 years in the right place, maybe. Or you could go the Cam Newton route and go, you know what, for about 2 years, you're going to do everything because you're capable of it, and you might ruin your career, but for 2 years, you're going to be pretty impressive.
Cam Newton was the guy that everybody tried to compare him to. I think Cam Newton is but Cam Newton's so much of a better thrower than Anthony Richardson ever was, and Cam Newton was a successful college quarterback. Anthony Richardson he's got the lowest completion percentage in college for a first-round pick in 15 years. He was a sub 55% completion in college.
Why I say 6 years, 5 years, 4 years. This is still a development, but my gosh, when you just look at him, when you look at the 6'6" dude that's running a 4.4 40 that can throw the ball literally out of the stadium, you go, there's something there I could work with.
All right. Here's a big one for you, Rob. The Mayo man, Will Levis.
No, man. I was all in. No.
There's nothing there?
I just don't think his arm's strong enough.
Okay.
I think he's got the upstairs adequate ability to process. I just don't think he can get the ball where it needs to go.
The last full season he has as a starter, when they went 3-14, Will Levis had the highest percentage of plays with either a sack, fumble, or interception since Jamarcus Russell in 2009. Think about that. 16.3% of his snaps, he was either sacked, fumbled, or intercepted. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a whiff.
That's almost 20%.
It was a whiff. I mean, there was a combination of a lot of things there, but yeah, sum total of 0.
Trey Lance.
No.
We've seen everything that we're going to see out of him?
Let's be real. How many times do we get a shot at this? I mean, how many different OCs and different environments and all of this do you get a chance at, and people go, well, all I need is to fix it. Well, we've had 3 shots now.
He got drafted 5 years ago. He's started 6 games in the NFL.
Yeah,
if he had anything, we would have seen it by now.
He should be in the UFL dominating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He should be the best quarterback playing for the Memphis, whatever they call themselves.
Yeah, I don't see it with him either. One guy they didn't list here was Mitch Trubisky, who it was much like Anthony Richardson, didn't have a lot of college starts.
But Mitch has been a playoff dude.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of like the guy that, of all the guys you mentioned, he probably is the most likely candidate because he'll probably be on a team with a that's good enough to make the playoffs.
His
you know
problem,
what I mean?
well, his problem is he's playing behind Josh Allen, who doesn't miss time.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
now,
given the circumstance, Josh could go down. Mitch could win some games and look very much like Sam Darnold because he's surrounded by a team that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think there is. I don't know if Mitch Trubisky's going to be in Buffalo next year or not, but I think wherever he is, if he gets the right opportunity, he's a guy who's still got skills. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn into
He's not going to go to a
something.
bad team. He's going to go to a contending team.
And I think him sitting around a year with Josh Allen is probably, or for 2 years now with Josh Allen, is probably good for him. How much have you read about the possibility that Max Crosby gets traded?
It seems to be almost imminent, man. There's too many things floating around out there. Too many teams with too many offers for a team in Vegas that needs everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to say no.
I mean, he is a really pretty girl on a really ugly team, and
when you see 6-8 teams all in the mix, now I've seen some pretty low bids. I saw Tampa with 2 second-rounders, which doesn't seem very high to me.
Well, there's a lot of money attached to him. Like somebody's got to take on
is.
that contract, but yeah, I would want at least a first-round pick for Max Crosby, and I hate it for the Raiders because he is such a Raider guy, but there's no point in having that guy with the roster you've got around him.
Because you're spending good money after bad. There'll be zero success for your team, and he might get you some,
he deserves to be on a team that isn't rebuilding
and all that. But yeah, he's your grade point helper. You don't need a grade point helper.
And it's kind of the way Devontae Adams was like, I got to get out of here, man. I only got so much time. It's the opposite of the Myles Garrett, where Myles Garrett said, I only got so much time in the NFL. I got to play to win. And then he was like, well, okay, I'll take the money instead. Devontae Adams was like, I want to get out. I don't want to lose anymore. I think Max Crosby's got to make that decision. Do you want to make a bunch of money or do you want to lose?
Yeah, I don't think he's too anti-getting
I think he can do both.
Well,
I think he's still good enough of a player where he can get paid somewhere else too.
Oh, heck yeah.
But the Raiders, you're never going to win there. Now, at least not if the Raiders need a full rebuild. And I think they've got everything in place to do it. But Max Crosby can't be part of your rebuild.
Not if you're going to rebuild fast.
No, he's not 22 years old. Yeah. Brock Bowers can be part of your rebuild.
Yeah.
Max Crosby, you got to get value out of him. We got 1 hour left of this program. It is going to be one of the 4 best hours we do today. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free, so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
There's a 3-year-old girl named Audrey who has already pretty much got the vocal chops to be a metal singer.
I'm gonna sing right now.
Wow. Do you like metal, JD?
I do, actually. Depends on. I like Metallica. My car's made of it.
Let's get some metal.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's your captain speaking. To the passenger with the Mirror Fast soft shoes, smart move.
No way am I letting travel constipation ruin this trip.
Can't blame you. Mirror Fast works fast, but without the harsh side effects.
Since I'm such a smart traveler, can I move to first class?
No. Close the curtain, Carol.
From the makers of Miralax, new Mirafast soft chews work naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes to give you a comfortable go on the go. Find Mirafast today at your local retailer. Use as directed for occasional constipation. Contains magnesium hydroxide.
It's San Antonio's newest sports watching destination, Novo Brazil Brewing Company. Craft beers, kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, 8 massive LED screens conveniently attached to North Star Mall, open late. Novo Brazil Brewing Company. Go to novobrew.com.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-269-3394. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-269-3394. 800-269-3394. 800-269-3394.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. Medical, eastbound, westbound, right at Data Point, right at the intersection. Get reports of an accident with some debris scattered, so heads up. 1604 southbound Kitty Hawk, that stalls off to the shoulder, and another stall at 410 westbound, the on-ramp from Military Drive. It's got that on-ramp partially blocked, a little bit of a delay from Lakeside Parkway. 1604 northbound Calabria to Kyle Seal Parkway, that's filling in, slowing down. Also noticing delays along 1604 westbound Judson Road on over to Bitters. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, Jeremy Shohan has a brand new team. He's a New York Knick. He signed with the Knicks yesterday. ESPN NBA insider Sam Sharani reports there were 10 teams interested in Shohan following his release on Wednesday. Well, we've reached the official midpoint of the NBA season. It's now time for the All-Star break. The Spurs are represented well. De'Aaron Fox is an injury replacement for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He joins Victor Wembanyama for the Sunday All-Star Game Marathon, where Mitch Johnson will be coaching. Also competing this weekend will be Stephen Castle and Dylan Harper, tonight's Rising Stars Challenge, and Carter Bryant will be in the dunk contest tomorrow. You can catch it all right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The other day we talked about the odds to be the first pick, and the second favorite to be the number 1 pick overall was Trinidad Chambliss, the Ole Miss quarterback. But now, a state court judge has issued an injunction that lets him be eligible for 2026. A ruling lasted well over an hour yesterday. Judge Robert Whitwell ruled that Chambliss clearly met the criteria to receive a medical red shirt for a 6th season. And Whitwell detailed that the NCAA ignored medical advice in denying Chambliss' waiver, and the quarterback would suffer irreparable harm if denied this year. He concluded that Chambliss submitted adequate medical reference and that the NCAA didn't act in good faith in denying the waiver. This is going to be his 6th year of eligibility, and then the judge is probably like, dude, there's guys in year 9. Why not? The NCAA said the decision in state court illustrates the impossible situation created by differing court decisions that serve to undermine rules agreed to by the same NCAA members who later challenged them in court. We will continue to defend the NCAA's eligibility rules against repeated attempts to rob future generations of the opportunity to compete in college and experience the life-changing opportunities only college sports can create. Now, the argument for Chambliss is that he wasn't able to play his second year at Ferris State He didn't play a snap that year. He didn't play any games, which
by the letter of the law,
I kind of think that he should get this. But the NCAA had argued that the medical records indicated he chose to forego surgery so he could participate in the football season. Instead, he opted to manage his condition via medication, which he had a respiratory issue, not a broken arm or something like that. He had breathing issues. I don't know.
Are you softening on this?
On this one, I mean, I think it's a case-by-case thing. And I know that everybody wants a black and white line, like how many years do you get? But this guy...
But you get the judge saying irreparable harm. Now that there's a financial incentive, we're talking about harm that cannot be recompensed. So I just feel like while you're talking case on case, I think that the 6-year number is one that a lot of judges and a lot of other people are very comfortable with. Like, you get 4 + 2 no matter what you do.
But then we also hear judges coming in saying, nope, you can't do that. Like, I mean, it depends on the judge. Like, right?
This one is probably going to be tested. It's going to be probably challenged by somebody, I would assume. I don't know who would, unless it's the NCAA, who just is dead set against it. But if it goes on through and he goes on and plays, it's going to be established case law. I mean, at this point, we've got the restraining order is honored. Nobody fought it, and here we sit. So I feel like that old number still might hang around where you're going to get a couple of 2, but I still think that we have not come to a finality of what is the totality of a college career. When does it begin and when does it end?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. But I also like the fact that this guy played his first couple years at Ferris State, Division II. It's hard now for me to say, like, okay, well, this guy shouldn't be allowed to play another D1 year because he missed a season of playing at Ferris State. It's like it's different worlds. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is, but it isn't. He's still in college being coached by collegiate professionals and taking advantage of all the things that colleges give you: free education, free school, free stuff. So it might be not as on the grand scale, but still the same as anybody else.
But this is good news for Ole Miss.
It's huge news. Are you kidding?
Yeah, they were a little worried.
Oh, man.
As Lane Kiffin has taken a lot. But Ole Miss they've at least got themselves a quarterback coming back this year. Some more NBA notes. Did you ever hear what happened with the Thunder? Did they punish them for sitting guys?
Yet, but 2 others have.
Yeah, the Jazz and the Pacers have been fined for sitting players. The Jazz, this is one of the largest fines the league's ever issued. $500,000 for conduct detrimental to the league after a review of how the team handled star players Lauri Markkanen and Jaren Jackson Jr. In games against Orlando and Miami on February 7th and 9th, both Markkanen and Jackson were pulled from the court prior to the start of the fourth quarter and didn't play again. Utah had a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter against Orlando. They lost that game 120-117. They were up 3 points going into the final quarter against the Heat, but they won that game.
Right.
The Pacers were fined $100,000 for violating the player participation policy during a game against the Jazz, ironically. An investigation revealed that Pascal Siakam and 2 other starters who did not play could have participated under the medical standard in the policy. In its press release, the NBA said the players could have held players out of other games that would have been in compliance with its policy. Overt behavior like this prioritizes draft position over winning, undermines the foundation of NBA competition, and we will respond accordingly to any further actions that compromise the integrity of our games. Additionally, we're working with the Competition Committee and Board of Governors to implement further measures to root out this type of conduct.
All right. What's a bigger concern of yours? Load management, benching, whatever, or tanking?
Tanking.
Tanking is of a greater concern.
It has to be, because this shows a team actively trying to lose.
Mm-hmm.
No one thinks the Thunder, when they sit 10 players in a game, I mean, you could say they're punting a game, they're taking a night off, but they've done enough good that they're not taking that to get they're not trying to change their draft or their draft position. They're not trying to change their position in the standings.
You could say they are by not playing.
You would think that do you think the Thunder don't want to be the 1 seed?
Well, I do think when you sit 10 guys down, you expect to lose the basketball game.
I agree. But what I'm saying is I don't think they are doing it to try and improve their draft stock.
I completely agree with you. But here's my concern when we go this route, because players play a price. I mean, if you don't get the number of games due to load management, the penalty is, guess what? That whopper contract out there, you don't get. Whereas teams, when they tank, the biggest fine ever is $500,000. That's beer sales one night.
Do you think that players with the load management, you don't think players have the option of playing or not?
Oh, no, they have every right to play.
I don't
think any coach has ever said, no, you're not playing, unless there was definitely an injury. And, I mean, you had to hide their helmet. But I think that's few and far between.
I was going to say, do you think, like, Kawhi, the coach has ever said, Kawhi, it's a sit night for you? And he's like, no, I'm playing.
Well, I do think that there might be an occasion or two when a dude is limping around, you're like, no, not tonight. But I don't think there's been a healthy scratch by a coach anywhere ever.
I agree with that. I worry a lot more about, the Jazz and the Pacers are jockeying for position to win the lottery. That's what they're doing. The Pacers right now are the 4th worst record. The Jazz are the 6th worst. And if you're in the top 3, you've got a 14% chance.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get into that. Which, listen, these teams, you can do it without it being obvious.
Do we want to fix it?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We want to make sure that every team is trying to win every game, and we don't want to make sure that my team might not have the opportunity to go get name your favorite player. I might, just because I'm that bad.
Let me answer the question this way. Do you think the NBA wants Darren Peterson? Let's say he's going to be the first pick in the draft. Darren Peterson. You think the NBA wants Darren Peterson in Utah or Indiana?
God, no. Well, no, but the league is built for the best team to get it. This is nothing new. But I do think that they want Darren Peterson in the NBA as fast as possible.
I agree.
And I think that goes without saying. But we talk about it and have talked about it for so long that at some point I have to expect and accept the fact that the league has no problem with tanking. That owners out in public on their own say all the right stuff, but when they get behind the scenes, they go, well, what if I was a Dallas Maverick and I had my general manager made a stupid move, and I don't mind paying the salary to lose just to get better down the road. I think when they get behind closed doors, they go, but for the grace of God, go me. So I'm not going to get mad at you unless I'm alone in front of a mic and saying, yeah, you're but behind the scenes, I'm not going to get mad at you because it could be me.
Well, the Jazz have done this before.
Well, everybody's done it.
But I think the idea that we're sitting our 2 best players for the 4th quarter of a game that is competitive.
Yeah,
that's showing you're making an effort.
But yes, but I could say the same thing about my team and Greg Popovich and his skillful.
You're right.
He could lose a game in the last 3 minutes just by a substitution. Just because, you know what, Nando DiColo, get in, close the game out. There we go. There's the loss, and it's a substitution. Nobody paid the price for it, but it was an engineered loss.
I just think making it so blatant is a problem.
That's the problem. You're just being too obvious.
If you're watching a basketball game, just as a casual fan, let's say you're not a fan of the Jazz or the Magic, but you're watching that game, what's wrong with you, quite frankly? But you see the Jazz are up 3 going into the 4th quarter, and their 2 leading scorers never get into the game in the 4th quarter. Wouldn't you be going, what the hell's going on?
Not only am I as a fan going, what the hell's going on? If I'm Las Vegas, I'm calling on the phone to the commissioner. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
You can't just bench your dudes in the 4th quarter because they look tired. This is just not the way that things go. So we have to weigh that against the financial partner that is Las Vegas with the NBA.
Wow.
And, I think they would just soon be very cut and dried as to, the tanking part of this is that plays into how the gambling goes. And then you tie in my guy might not play the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
That doesn't please Vegas at all.
No. Vegas got a call. Vegas made a call yesterday to the Olympics.
The French judge.
They said, hey, Elvis Merzlikins gave up 3 goals in 9 minutes. We're trying to keep this thing under, so you guys got to make a goalie change. He's looking rough.
Merzlikins.
Damn it. Yeah, remember yesterday I said I liked the over in the USA game because of that goalie. They had their goalie so bad. Well, at the end of the 2nd period, they took the goalie out and put in their backup goalie because they said, oh, well, he looked really tired. It's like, dude, it's your first game. It's the first game. What do you mean
you're a goalie? You're not skating anywhere. You're just standing there. Come on.
It's crazy.
Out of shape.
C-Note asks a very, very valid question. AJ, do you take Kitty Big Balls home with you every day since Jason moves at every show, or do you just leave him at the studio? I leave him at the studio.
He's actually in my studio.
It's under the caretaking of, I think Pledger's the one that takes care of the cat. Because we never think about
by order of Jason Minix, though.
Well, no, I'm just talking about what do we do with it. We don't ever really store, but I mean, Kitty Big Balls is always at hand.
Yeah.
Well, he's in the foul cabinet, and he scares the crap out of me.
This
every
is his
morning.
spot. This is where I when I come in, if he's not here, I start to worry.
Yeah. No, when we start looking, we'll look.
Yeah, I don't like
find him.
Minix. He's very particular about that cat. Speaking of Minix, the Blitz is out at the Rue Pub today.
Busy day.
281 in Redland Road. Make sure you go out there. All-Star Friday night at the Rue Pub. And they are giving away a chance to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll up in Waco, May 19th. You want to go see that? You got to be there to win.
Mm-hmm.
Show up, put
Register.
your name in the hat, and win you those Jelly Roll tickets. Post Malone. And if you win them, and let's say you don't even want to go, you could sell those, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still go out there.
We don't endorse that.
I don't endorse it, but you could. You could. If you need, if you needed to feed your children. Or make your mortgage, and it was like emergent.
You needed gas.
Yeah. You could sell those tickets, but or you could just go enjoy the show. That's all I'm saying. And Rob, I think there's going to be beer served there, Rob. Because it's not non-Baylor sanctioned event.
I would assume that they would not do a show where they could not sell the alcohol.
I think they'd have a hard time doing that.
I think Jelly Roll would be quite upset at that.
Especially, isn't Post Malone? Isn't he like a spokesman for Bud Light?
He is.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be beer there one way or another.
One never knows.
I'm pretty sure. All right. When we come back, we're gonna see what's going on in the world outside of sports. Yes, there is a world outside of sports. We'll talk about it next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, a stall at 35 Frontage Road, southbound at Rittiman, taking up a right lane. 35 southbound Rittiman, another stall that's off to the shoulder. And 410 westbound Broadway, disabled vehicle left shoulder block. For the most part, as you head into your midday commute and out of your morning rush hour, all our major freeway systems looking good, rolling at posted speeds. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move. So she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9. Restrictions apply.
At the UPS store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Why does lightning bring him down, I wonder?
Because it rhymes.
No. When there's lightning, it always brings me down. I guess because the lightning sounded cool. When there's lightning. It's just a stranger, a rainbow in the night.
Yeah.
Shadows of the night. Rainbow in the dark. All right. I can't listen to this all day. Gene Simmons is taking a stand. Gene Simmons says, hip-hop music has no place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't come from the ghetto. It doesn't speak my language.
Well, that's true.
That's what he said?
Yeah. He said the fact that, for instance, Iron Maiden is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they can sell out stadiums and
can they?
Grandmaster Flash is, right? Ice Cube and I had a back and forth about this. He's a bright guy, and I respect what he's done. It's not my music. I don't come from the ghetto. It doesn't speak my language.
All right.
And I said in print many times, hip-hop has no place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, nor does opera, nor does the symphony, nor does an orchestra. How come the New York Philharmonic doesn't get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But Ice Cube said, no, it's the spirit of rock and roll. Okay, fine. So Ice Cube and Grandmaster Flash and all these guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I just want to know when Led Zeppelin's going to be in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Oh, you can't do that? Oh, really? Music has labels because it describes an approach. Hip hop and rap is spoken word art. There are some melodies, but by and large, it's a verbal thing. Yeah. It just doesn't speak to me. The genius of being able to put music in words and arrange it is much more complex. Sounds kind of racist to me. A little racist.
Because he wants Iron Maiden.
I don't think he meant to be racist. He just meant to be an old man.
Maybe so.
How is this not in the Hall of Fame?
Well,
I will say, like, I don't have a problem with. I remember the first time they started putting rappers in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was like, okay. Now I'm just kind of like, okay, I've accepted it. I'm around on it.
Yes.
Because I don't know that there is a Hip Hop Hall of Fame, and if there is, it's probably terrible. Like,
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
If there's a Hip Hop Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It would just be Kendrick
needs
Lamar.
to have what rock and roll has become in its many different branches.
So does Jay-Z belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Absolutely, he does.
Okay. I agree. Josh says Gene Simmons is a doctor.
He's
Dr. Love. That's right. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Yeah. It was disgusting. I've got bed bugs now. But you can buy my Kiss-branded lice remover. And and you can lick your lice problem. Oh, what a douche.
I know.
I still don't. I
don't know, man.
Honestly, I can't believe Kiss is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Kiss sucks.
I know.
They're a bad band.
It doesn't. Well, quality has nothing to do with this, but I get why they're in, that you deserve to be in.
They had cartoons.
I mean,
don't get me wrong, they're a big star. It was a big thing.
I'm not going to begrudge their honor.
The 76, right? 78.
But he's talking about like the musicality of rock and roll, like. Dude,
you were a manufactured
I
band.
Wanna rock and roll all night. Oh yeah, what a brilliant idea you came up with there.
It's not just the lyrics; they were a manufactured, produced band. There was lunch boxes and cups. That's not rock and roll. The rock and roll truists would go that. So you think you're rock and roll with your face on a lunch box?
Yeah, that's not rock and roll.
That's not hardcore. You're not fighting the man. You're selling out to the man.
Yeah.
So carry on.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. I'm not mad at the hip hop guys in the Rock and Roll. But Gene Simmons doesn't. He's had enough. He's had enough.
Carry on.
This is probably a bad call. The International Olympic Committee has maybe made a little bit of a misjudgment. They've been selling vintage T-shirts from past Olympic Games. Including 1936 Berlin Olympics T-shirts with Nazi propaganda. It was basically Nazi propaganda. It's
come on, man.
Maybe if you're the Olympic Committee, maybe figure out that.
Do we have a picture of the shirt that they're
selling? I'll find one.
Like if there's a swastika anywhere,
there's not. No. But it is like
like a Hitler Youth picture.
Yeah. It's just maybe not the best move, International Olympic Committee. Maybe leave that one out. We can forget about that one.
Well, there's some symbolism to coming together when there is on the eve of a war that we can actually gather together and compete.
Is that
in
it?
Some sort of semblance.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that might be a little unfortunate.
Yeah, look, it does have the little.
Yeah, that's probably not the best shirt for you.
It does have a little.
Like a Nazi statue.
Yeah, that's got a little. Yeah, no.
Maybe a bad look.
And it looks like he's doing like the Heil.
It looks like if we could see his right hand, there would be a Heil Hitler at the end. Yeah, that's probably not the best look.
Yeah, surprisingly, backlash. Well, duh.
Or
this one.
Is Famous James still playing? Oh yeah, look at that.
You can buy that?
You can buy that T-shirt.
Yeah, you can.
It says Berlin 1936.
That's it on a blue shirt.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is not a good look.
No, and then you put a red hat on top of that.
Is Famous James still playing pickleball? Do you know?
I think that might have tailed off a little bit.
Yeah,
I haven't heard a lot of.
He joined a club, but then it was like
he got real.
It was over in a
from
hurry.
an overexerted pickleball day.
Didn't he buy like a paddle?
I think he did.
Yeah.
He got shoes. He had the whole bag stuff, and he got kind of wore out one day. I don't think he ever went back.
He got knee pads.
I think like there's like a 75-year-old woman took him out, and he's like, well, his pride was so ruined he never went back.
Well, I think pride is a hell of a thing when it comes to the pickleball because police have arrested a couple in Florida after a pickleball game descended into something else. Anthony Sapienza and his wife, Julianne, 63 and 51, were detained following a fight at Spruce Creek, a country club outside of Daytona.
Outside of Daytona?
Yeah.
All right, so we're up in Central Florida.
The Sapienzas were taking on another couple on the morning of Super Bowl Sunday when tension started to boil over. And according to the police affidavit, the teams hurled insults at each other, and then Anthony
Get out of the kitchen!
Yelled, "Your wife is a..."
Yeah.
Rhymes with punt.
And then you have to defend her honor.
So then the woman's husband came up to him, and Sapienza then approached him and punched him on the left side of the face, beat him about the head and neck with a pickleball paddle, causing significant bleeding.
I bet he did.
The man was rushed to the hospital for treatment after allegedly suffering a laceration above his eye. He's also said to have forcefully pushed the man's wife to the ground as she tried to help the husband. Another individual came over to try to break up the ball, only to be punched in the face by Sapienza. Their nose began to bleed profusely.
A lot of blood thinners going on.
Over 20 people became involved in this brawl, and now Anthony is facing 2 counts of felony battery on a person 65 years of age or older, which I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know, like,
elder abuse.
You beat up an old person, it's worse than beating up a regular person.
Mm-hmm. Just like a youth.
So you got to beat up people between 18 and 64.
Don't punch out of your weight class.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in positions where there have been older men talking smack to me, and I've had given great thought to, I ought to whoop your old ass. Now I know that's an extra charge you get hit with.
It can be.
I'll be damned. Wow. And Sapienza is alleged to have used the pickleball paddle as a deadly weapon.
Come on.
Well, I'm telling you.
So it's
that'll hold
felony
up.
Battery.
That's a felony battery case without hesitation.
Is that paddle that hard?
Yeah,
it's
man.
It's a plastic paddle. I don't know.
You cause bloodshed.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of these guys are on blood thinners.
I know.
So, I mean, that won't take much. Paper cut requires a stitch, but yeah, there's some.
Wow, you can get.
There's a price to pay. Now there might be some community service. You might be picking up some trash on the side of the street for a while.
Let's see. Why do you listen? I'm a believer in self-care, all right? I think you should take care of yourself. I think you should, especially if you're worried about, living a long life, you want to stay around and watch your grandkids, take care of yourself. But there is a business out there where people are going through ridiculously expensive anti-aging treatments. And we're talking about, there's longevity clinics where they're collecting over 1,000 data points from 30 advanced diagnostics, including an MRI and CT, body comp analysis, VO2 max testing, comprehensive blood work. And basically what you do is you go through, they're saying that basically we can't stop you from aging, but we can slow it to a crawl. Does that not sound like the biggest sucker play ever?
Well, I do think there's some scientific merit to some of these things. I do think that there actually is, but how much do you want to commit to living this long life that is just miserable? I mean, the life you live to stay alive ain't a good life.
Like they're doing neurostimulation that they think like.
I mean, Tom Brady played to the bitter end, but he never had a tomato because he didn't believe in nightshades. He slept in a pressure tube. I mean, yeah, you can do some things to prolong your life, but do you really want to do that and you want to live that life?
But here's the thing. If I tell you, if I do this silly thing to you once a week for the rest of your life, you're going to live way longer. Well, if it doesn't, it's not like you can get a warranty.
No, but I do think we
you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, hey, I died. You said I was going to keep going.
Well, we do have
Where's my
genetics.
money?
Once we were able to kind of break down the genetic chain and we can address individual things, I do think we're further down the road. And while you can't warranty it, you could still drop dead of a heart attack tomorrow. You can do things to live longer. There's no question about it. None at all.
All right.
But do you want to live that life?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
good.
I mean, you could sacrifice a whole lot and live 20 years longer, but that might be a pretty miserable 20 years.
Yeah. Just to show you how stupid people on the internet are, there was a time where the CSI effect was in the courtroom, and everybody thought they could figure things out.
Everywhere.
Where now we've gotten even dumber. Several thousand people attempted this when the circulation of the ring cam video came out on Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Okay, so everybody's looking at and trying to be their at-home crime solvers, looking at their own ring and looking at the ring that was published and saying this is his glove and that's the bag and all that.
Over 1,000 people typed this. Hey, Grok, remove the kidnapper's mask and show what he looks like. Do we really think...
You never know. Those ring cameras, I don't know what they can do.
Come on.
There might be something that they're holding back. Maybe the FBI didn't tell us that we have cameras that can see through masks.
Now imagine we did.
Oh, no, we do somewhere.
I feel like the world of crime solving would be a lot easier now. Like,
all I know is they caught those jeweler dudes in Paris pretty quick. And
they did.
They found those cats pretty quick with something I didn't know existed. So it wouldn't be that shocking to me.
Hey, Elon Musk, take this guy's mask off in the picture.
And you know what? He looks like Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, gosh. It's like taking off the mask on Scooby-Doo. It's Jeffrey Epstein.
Meddling kids.
Hey! Can't prosecute him.
This story continues.
This guy looks like a sitting U.S. senator. We better not prosecute.
Now, when Jason sent that meme of the Super Bowl, remember, and it's Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
It was a boring game.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, the Guthrie story, this is one of those for the ages, man. This is one of those stories we're going to look back on and go, remember that time when that newscaster's mom got kidnapped?
You think they're going to find her alive? I don't.
I don't think so.
Not for Bitcoin.
I think she's dead.
Yeah.
I think she's
can't
dead.
Imagine the situation.
I mean, I'm a pessimist, and I always think when people get kidnapped, they're dead.
We're days into it.
Maybe she's like that, what was that gal, Amy Smart? Maybe she's just living in the woods somewhere with a couple, but I doubt it. She's like an old lady. She probably hasn't had her medicine in a couple days.
That's the concern.
Yeah. So I don't know. Keep it sports. He's right. X is annoying now. Every response to any post is, "Hey Grok, is this true? Hey Grok, take her top off. Hey Grok, blah blah." Oh my God.
Is that how everybody's coming up with those cartoons on their feeds of themselves?
That's
caricature.
That's ChatGPT.
Whatever that is.
Grok is what they like. The people on Twitter think Grok is. They know everything. Hey Grok, is this true? What this guy said? Hey Grok, is this true?
And that's Elon's.
That's
Elon's
yeah.
AI.
Twitter X really is a cesspool. It is like I hate it there. I don't know if I didn't have this job, I would not have X.com. I would be done with it. But the work is work. But it really is the worst of us living there. There's no doubt in my mind. That's where the worst of us live. And I don't even have TikTok. I mean, it may be even worse there. But at least they're happy and dancing there. No one's happy on Twitter. Everybody's just angry and bitter all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we
go
get.
There.
Well, you're a smart man. All right, we got one segment left, Rob. I'm happy about that.
For the whole week?
One for the whole week.
All right.
Let's make it a good one. We'll do we got 3 days worth to get to. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, so you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira SportsStar.com. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at SaSportsStar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I've got an idea for a new bit we need to do.
Okay.
I'm not paying. Like you're at a restaurant.
Okay.
They screw your order up. You just sit there and say, I'm not paying.
But what is that? Those are mashed potatoes, sir. I'm not paying.
Right. I'm not paying.
Maybe we should advise people, don't ever try to pull this on like a hooker or drug dealers.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
For 100 days, I'm going to cross the 7 continents because the answers to everything important are out there at the edges of our world. I'm stepping into the unknown. Where are we going? To see our planet as it's never been seen before, from pole to pole.
Pole to Pole with Will Smith from National Geographic. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Show me the way.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Start your weekend with the Blitz this afternoon as we broadcast live at the Roo Pub at 281 in Redland Road. All-Star Weekend is here, and you know the best place to watch all the festivities from L.A. is at the Roo Pub. From tonight's Rising Stars game to All-Star Saturday, the dunk contest, three-point shootout, and of course Sunday, the new All-Star game format. No better place to watch than the Roo Pub at 281 in Redland Road. This afternoon, start your weekend with the Blitz 2 to 6. We'll see you at the Roo.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
I'm seeing billboards all over Houston. There is an attorney there, and his name is Dick.
Yes, that's
right.
his
He goes
name.
by Dick.
Yes.
One of his billboards is his picture, and I heart Dick.
Yeah, because that's it. That's his name.
Well, that's great.
Is he hard on crime?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from the Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Rudolph says also Chechnya is not the same place as the Czech Republic.
We learned that yesterday.
Czechia is the same place as the Czech Republic. Czechia.
They just go, that's the nickname, Czechia.
Yeah.
From Czechoslovakia.
Chechnya is
Its own country.
That's like desert Russia. That's a terrifying place. Not that Czechia is probably a picnic,
No,
but
right.
Chechnya.
Czechoslovakia Sofia is a beautiful. No, that's Bulgaria. Czechoslovakia is a
Prague.
beautiful. Prague's a beautiful place.
Yeah. Chechnya, I don't think has any beautiful places.
No, they're just angry and good at UFC fighting and terrorism.
Yes.
And beating and killing Russians.
And shooting
they take great pleasure.
Rocket-propelled grenades. They're very good with those. Very good.
It's a good skill set to have.
I mean, at some point you'll need it.
That's your neighborhood. Be good at it.
Yeah, I'm out. Chechnya is on my it's on my list of places I'll never visit. I've decided. There may be a beautiful side to Chechnya, but I'll never know it.
No.
I can tell you that much. Just like Vic won't visit outside the loop. Vic
Vic
wouldn't even come to my house.
You going to do any Mardi Gras stuff this weekend? You going to do catch some beads?
I might eat a king cake.
I think that king cake might be in order.
Is there a local bakery in town that is known for them?
I am sure there's got to be someone.
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge, but I'm sure that there is.
Sounds good.
Yeah, good king cake's hard to beat, and you get the baby, you get to host the party.
And what's the name of the place? Remember on your birthday, your wife brought us those giant cinnamon rolls?
Oh yeah.
Someplace on Broadway?
Yeah.
Or
is it Daily Bread?
It was Daily Bread. Do they have king cakes at Daily Bread?
I wouldn't be surprised.
If they do, I'm going to go get one after work today. My wife asked me to bring her home some Krispy Kreme, and I say, I'm going to one-up you on that. I'm going to bring you home a king cake. Even better than Krispy Kreme.
The lights on at Krispy Kreme, it'd be worth it.
Maybe I'll bring a Krispy Kreme, too, just so she doesn't, say, like, you don't ever listen to me. Which I don't.
No, you come home with a king cake. That's as good as anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. I think it is. I think it's a good replacement. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do, gentlemen, by taking a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Let's see here. I mentioned the NBA All-Star Weekend, the All-Star Games. The World is a 2.5-point favorite over the Stars. That's the young team.
And if you're a Prize Picks player, you're going to have to go to teams, not players, to make these bets. These aren't your typical props. So I'm just letting you know to go find them. I had to look around for the All-Star Weekend stuff because you're used to looking at players. Go look under teams.
All right. World minus 1.5 against the Stripes. So they're 2.5 points favorites against the Stars, 1.5 against the Stripes. And no shock there, the Stripes are favored against the Stars, minus 1.5. That's a little surprising to me. The Stripes are the older team, right?
I don't know.
I think
so.
Yeah, so the older team favored over the Young Bucks by 1.5 points.
And in that first game, I get it. I mean, they're going to bring it, but the second game is where I think they're going to tail off.
And then to win the tournament, the World plus 165 is your favorite. Stripes plus 170, Stars 2-1. Victor Wembanyama, your favorite to be the MVP of the tournament, plus 425.
On Prize Picks, your 3.7x with a yes for Wemby.
Jeez.
Jaylen Brown, to give you an idea.
That's short when you consider there's 3 teams.
Well, and consider that, the numbers just changed. Jaylen is now a yes for MVP, 9.09x.
And he's the second lowest?
He is the second lowest, yes.
Jeez, man. Yeah, Wemby, that's a prohibitive number.
Yes.
Let's look at college hoops. We got 3 games in the top 25 today. The first is Michigan State at Wisconsin. Michigan State, a 2.5-point favorite. I went into this, I wanted to back Wisconsin in this game, but now the number's short because Wisconsin just beat Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the value sucked out of it, and if anything, I'm probably taking Michigan State laying less than a score.
Man. I'd take money in Wisconsin on this one.
You like that?
They're hot. That was a hell of a win to go into Champaign and get that win.
They caught Illinois with a 6-man, 7-man rotation.
They did.
Off of an overtime game at Michigan State.
You're absolutely right. But I'm just saying that Illinois is a Final Four team. They're probably a top in the higher. They're probably 8th best in the country. But in my mind, they're a Final Four quality team. Wisconsin plays a style that matches against Michigan State well. I just like Wisconsin straight up. I think they're going to beat them.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's a nice little money line recommendation from your boy Rob. I think I'll probably go the other way. Although I'm doing my best not to play favorites.
And this is at?
It's at Scotty.
Yeah.
Yep. SLU, number 18 in the country, 23-1. St. Louis, 11-0 in the Atlantic 10. They are playing Loyola Chicago, which is the dregs of the A-10 at this point. St. Louis, an 18.5-point road favorite. And quite frankly,
God, that's big.
It is, but St. Louis has been a freaking ATM this year. The key is bet on St. Louis, bet against Air Force, and it's free money. It's basically been free money. St. Louis, this is their margins. They played LaSalle this weekend. They beat them by 24 points. They went to Davidson, who's a respectable A-10 team, beat them by 9 on the road. They beat Dayton at home by 30. They are blowing teams out. They beat St. Bonnie's on the road by 35.
Isn't this roster made up all those kids that made it? So this is a battle-tested team that's only getting better. Yeah.
So this is Josh Schertz's team. They went from the
Robbie Avila. That's the dude.
Indiana
there
State
we go.
team.
Yes.
Yeah, that went to the tournament. This is that team, and they are killing it. So I actually like St. Louis tonight. I think this is a spot where they just dominate a lesser team in their conference. The only other game in the top 25 is the worst team in the top 25, the Miami of Ohio Redhawks, who are still 24-0. They are 9.5-point favorites against Ohio, and we were kind of talking about them during one of the breaks. Edwin was asking about them, like what are they, like how good are they? I think they're not very good. But also the market kind of agrees with me.
They're scoring 93 points a game.
Yeah.
To win these things. So a little bit of defense, I think you can cut into them, but you're going to have to be ready for this team.
The problem is, I wanted to fade them tonight. I wanted to bet Miami, I wanted to bet Ohio. The problem is KenPom says this game should be 13 points, and it's 9.5.
Yeah.
Which means the sharp money already was on this. They've already beat this number down to where there's probably no value left on it. I'll tell you where I am going to fade them. Next Tuesday, which will be our first day back, they're projected as 5-point favorites at UMass, and they beat UMass at home by 2. UMass matched up well with them. I watched that game. That might be the spot where I look to fade the hot the Redhawks, who are just rolling over everybody. Saturday, Purdue's at Iowa. That's one of the bigger games. Purdue's going to be a 1-point favorite, it looks like,
they
at
had a
Iowa.
Good win the other night. Good win.
Yeah, Purdue playing good ball right now. They've started to figure out. It looked like they were going to fall apart. They lost 3 in a row, UCLA, Illinois, and Indiana. Since then, they beat up on Maryland and in Oregon, and I was like, okay, big deal. But then they got that win at Corn, which was probably their best win of the season
easily
so far. A road win at Corn was pretty big. They beat Alabama at Alabama early in the season, but either way, big win. But my problem is they've got look ahead because on Tuesday, quick turnaround, they play Michigan.
Yep.
So, and coming off a big win with a big game ahead, this is what we like to call a sandwich spot.
And they're a good, not great team.
I think so, too.
I think on their best day, they'd have a lot of trouble with Michigan, even if they were taking a day off, getting ready for it. Purdue is good. That's it.
Gonzaga is a very short favorite on the road this week. Anytime you can play Gonzaga as a short favorite, I'm interested. They're projected to be about a 5-point favorite at Santa Clara on Saturday. Santa Clara is very good.
They've won 9 in a row coming into this.
Yeah, they are legit. Their only loss so far in conference came to Gonzaga, 89-77 at the Kennel.
And I think Herb Sendek is a hell of a coach.
I do too.
He's a big game coach. This is one to pay close attention to.
I might be backing Santa Clara, even though I'd love to. I want to wait until tip off because I think everybody wants to bet on Gonzaga when they see -5. They're like, oh yeah, that's easy. But I think that's a good spot for them.
Keep in mind, they lost at home to Portland. They're a beatable team.
Iowa State hosts Kansas over the weekend. Iowa State coming off a stunning loss to TCU. TCU stinks, and they beat Iowa State. Now they go home, though, to the Hilton Magic. Kansas, meanwhile, coming off their biggest win of the year
8 wins
at home, where they've got a huge home court advantage. Iowa State probably going to be about a 5-point favorite. I like Iowa State here.
I do too.
I think Iowa State, the home court plays like Kansas has such a huge home court edge. It means they're lesser on the road.
Pay attention to Kansas and Badinga. They're big down low. He might make the difference. This is Bill Self's best coaching job in the last 10 years. He doesn't have nearly the talent he's used to. And think about having to coach this Kansas team when you've got Peterson in, Peterson out, Peterson in,
It's
Peterson
tough,
out.
man.
He's done a hell of a job, but he ain't good enough to roll into Iowa State and beat them.
Baylor hosts Louisville. Louisville, a 5-point favorite. That's a weird game, an ACC versus Big 12 matchup in the middle of the season. But that's a different conference. Virginia takes on Ohio State.
Sounds
this
like some
weekend,
made-for-TV event.
Yeah, so Louisville Baylor's at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth.
Well, that's a homie.
Well, it's a semi-home.
There's something going on. There's some kind of event happening.
And then Virginia plays Ohio State in Nashville.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm glad we're doing it.
Yeah, Virginia about a 5-point favorite. Louisville probably about a 5-point favorite as well. Texas is at Mizzou. It's going to be about a pick'em.
Mizzou coming off a nice win over A&M.
Really interesting game. Texas, man, I don't know what to think of that team. I've seen them look really good this year and lose some games that they had no business losing.
They're under-talented.
Hard to trust. I think you're right. They're under-talented, well-coached, but under-talented, which is kind of the opposite of what they've been under Rodney Terry. Over-talented and under-coached.
Give Arch a year. He'll be fine. Or Sean, he'll be fine.
Here's a good one, I think, for this weekend. Arkansas hosting Auburn. Arkansas projected as a 7-point favorite. Arkansas is quietly really freaking good, man. And they are blowing out bad teams. And I think Auburn is really getting close to being a bad team. 3 losses in a row. None of them. I guess the Alabama game was somewhat competitive.
Well, and they were also mad about Bediako playing in that game.
Yep, but now they got to go to Arkansas, which is hell, to win at that building. They don't lose at home. So I'm going to like Arkansas this weekend, I'm pretty sure. In the hockey, the Olympic hockey that's going on, right now the Czech Republic's playing France. They're up 1-0 early in that one. Today at 2 o'clock, Canada against Switzerland. Canada, a -800 favorite. They're -2.5 goals if you want to lay some juice, -150. Tomorrow, USA is back in action. USA, taking on the Danes.
The Danes don't got enough. What time's the game?
It is at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Perfect.
USA -2100.
So,
you got to lay 3.5 goals if you like Team USA in this one.
Well, if they're anything like Lithuania, pay attention to the second quarter.
Latvia.
Pay attention to that second period. Sorry, I caught it as I said it. But
come on.
That was the best I think they could look. If they could do that again.
Yeah. Jose says, don't do it, AJ. Never bet against Kansas. No, you don't bet against fog. That's the difference.
Lawrence makes the difference.
Betting against Kansas has been quite profitable this year. Betting against Fog Allen is never profitable, as I've learned. All right, that does it for us. Remember to go see the Blitz out at the Rue Pub today, starting at 2. You guys enjoy the weekend. We'll see you back here next Tuesday.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM.